Wow. They're streaming now.
What happened to the music?
Oh, I just still don't see it. I'm not doing any DMing until I see our own stream on this. Um,
Tubing along.
oh, there it
Some would
is.
say.
Oh no, this is continue watching. Um, live channels. I still don't see it. I'm still not doing it. I'm not doing it until I see it. By the way, John, I'm not going to respond to anything that's happening in here because I
Oh,
have
on
enough.
your phone?
Yeah, I have enough to pay attention. You know, DMing.
Well, okay. And I won't complain about everything the other players do during our session then. Or at least I will, but you won't see it until.
Yeah, right. Can you see it? Can you see? I can't see.
I can't see anything.
It's not on yet. Apathetic.
It started and then it stopped. Looks like only 40 seconds were recorded. I am at the Twitch right now, and it does not say live.
Do, do, do. Oh hi. Okay. All right. Your device is good enough for me. Good enough for government work. Okay. Well. Yeah. No, something's happening. Oh yeah, yep. There it is.
Yep.
Mm.
That's right. That's right. And welcome to the evening. I am Brandon, and I am your DM and your the host of all these crazy characters, all the crazy NPCs that you'll meet along the way, with voices that range from dark and dreary to sexy and seductive.
Was that
Only
guy's sister?
it was, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. They're like a weird sexual team.
Weird. Roll Tide.
With me, I have Travis Menard. He's in the upper left hand corner. He is playing the wizard Monty James. Wait, got it. Makes sense. Makes sense. Below me, well, not below me. Then we have Kevin next. Kevin is playing Zanari, who is Toucan Sam. He's a birdbarian,
Yes,
an
indeed.
Erico barbarian. Tell us about yourself. Tell us about yourself.
What we're doing introductions again, like
Nope.
full.
No. Just say one thing that you like to do in the spring.
Me or my character.
Doesn't matter.
Just,
I'll work it in. Okay, we don't.
My character likes to paint.
Oh, that's sweet. That's sweet. Okay, moving on. John, you are the bottom left, and you are running
Rouge.
the Rouge. You are running the Rouge human character, Caliban.
That's correct.
And I'm just so excited to see what the three of you have in store for us. I'm not going to ask you anything about your character, John, because
I'm mysterious.
You'll make it up as you go. But so all right, here we go. Just a recap, since it's been so long since we've done this before. At the start of the campaign, the first session, you guys were in a tavern. A couple gentlemen got into like a wrestling match, and they ended up killing each other. And while that happened, a couple of stones fell out of one of their pockets and fell on the ground. They each of the three stones went in one of your general directions. You picked it up, each one of you were compelled to pick up a stone, and it led you into a vision. Ooh, a deep, dark vision. Blah 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 blah. Evil, evil, evil. And there was an idol or an artifact of some kind that you recognize. Um, and when you wake up, you woke up, you went on some adventure. Escobar, the tavern owner, he's like, "Hey, I'm missing a shipment." You went off with this guy Jim, who spoke with a tongue lisp, kind of like this. He kind of talked like this all the time.
Ta-
Uh,
yeah. How did we? What did we do with him? Did we get rid of him?
no, he's still there in the tavern.
Oh, dang it!
Yeah, he's still just hanging out.
He's part of the
Uh,
group now.
What you found is you found that the shipment was stolen by a man named Omar, who you found inside the marketplace. You got the shipment back. Caliban, you were tricked by a fleeting prestidigitation by Monty James, which will never happen again because that was it was just like because we figured out that spell.
Not the way it works.
My bad.
That's okay.
Live and learn.
You got back to Escobar. Escobar said, "Thank you so much." It was a helmet, a gold helmet, and he gave you some free room and board, some drinks, and he said that he would send out a messenger to Poncho, the town mayor, if you were interested in finding out more about the surrounding areas, and any goings on. And that's kind of where we are. You guys went to sleep, and you are now waking up in Escobar's hideaway. Escobar's hideaway.
Oh,
Like just at the bar.
yeah. Must have fallen asleep right here. On the fireplace. Is that where I'm at?
You can move your own. You can move your
Oh,
tokens.
oh,
I
okay,
didn't. I
That's
didn't.
fair.
I didn't
Oh, what a rough night! I fell asleep right here at the bar.
Indeed, my whiskey was very delicious.
Quick question, DM.
Shoot.
The-
Point of order. First part of the game.
Where's your gavel?
Can we do a recap? Yes, John.
Yeah. So the relic that we saw,
Yeah.
supposedly that all of us saw in
Yeah,
the
of course.
vision.
Suppo-
What did that look like? Did we see any detail to that, or
You did see detail. But
if you
it's-
if you
it's-
don't know, it's like you don't have to tell me like right now. I just,
yeah.
Just yes
You-
and it, Brandon. Come on.
You recognize. Well, you recognize some aspects of the idol.
like what?
I can't tell you right now.
Okay, oh, that's fine.
I cannot tell you. But that reminds me, I forgot. I meant to make a add-on or a handout. But we don't need to get it. We don't need to get into how I fucked up already. We'll talk about that at the after show. Okay. So you each of you recognize the idol in some way, shape, or form. However nebulous that sounds.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay. So you wake up. Are you where are you guys? Your tokens are here, right there in the middle of the tavern. They don't have to be
Mhm.
there.
What was there a room? I feel like is this straight up a bar or is this like an inn?
I'm pretty sure we were staying. We stayed in rooms here at the
Yeah.
inn.
Yeah,
It's an inn.
Okay.
It-
So yeah,
it-
I'm in
it-
a room somewhere.
Yeah.
That's
Here,
how it
here we
yeah.
go. In this back over here.
Jacking it.
Yeah, I can
Petting my
smack.
lizard.
There's a staircase in the back there that leads up to some rooms
Alright.
upstairs.
Okay, that makes
I wake up and go downstairs to have a strong morning coffee. And what was the owner's Omar, right? No,
Escobar.
not Escobar, Pablo. Uh, Good morning, Escobar. I would like a strong coffee. And I just kind of strong, if you know what I mean. And I wink at him.
He
Eh,
he l- he looks at you. Said, "Good morning to you, sir. Yeah, strong. I know how to make it strong. Double chai latte."
Uh, I nod towards the bottle of whiskey and I just say, okay.
That's and he looks back at you and he said, that's not chai. That's whiskey."
Yes, Escobar. I asked you to make it strong.
So he looks at you perplexed for half a second. He says, "Wait, so you want whiskey in your coffee?"
Just a dab will do me.
Okay. All right. I just want to be clear that you want whiskey in your coffee.
Escobar, this is a bar, yes?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. And we make coffee here too.
Have you never had whiskey in coffee?
No, no, no. I don't dare touch this stuff. My dad died of coffee overdose.
My condolences for the coffee death.
Yeah, the helmet you guys got me actually. He you know he was actually I don't remember the backstory of that, so I'm not even gonna to mess it up. Well, yeah, absolutely. Let me get you some coffee with some whiskey in it. Monty, right?
He's in his
No.
bedroom.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry.
I come
Caliban.
stumbling. I come stumbling down the stairs into the room. Good morning, Pablo.
I'm
What?
not Pablo. I'm Escobar.
Pablo Escobar. Yeah, it's my nickname for you, Pablo. What's good for breakfast this morning?
Well, we've got some ham shanks. We've got some beef shanks. We got some chicken shanks. We've got a special on shanks today.
Well, I'll have a collection of shanks then.
I
Uh,
as well will have some with my coffee.
Okay, do you want whiskey with your shanks?
No, just a water maybe. If you have any fresh squeezed juice, that would be fantastic.
We absolutely do. Uh, I don't want to get into the secret of our process, but let's just say those beef shanks helped stamp down some grapes.
Oh, okay.
It's a weird
Well,
secret, but
I'm looking forward to it.
oh, it's delicious. I'll get right on that. And Caliban, you are you near? Are you near? You were there.
No.
I look around for Caliban
I'll
as
tell my
though
room.
he had showed up.
What time is it generally?
So the sun came peeking into the room, and it was facing kind of east. I don't know, probably like 8, 9 in the morning.
Yeah, I'm still asleep.
Okay. All right. Cool. Brenda, Brenda, and Brenda comes strutting over. Oh, yes. Oh, what's going on? Brenda, they need a collection of shanks for Monty here, and need some whiskey coffee for our bird friend here, and
My
yeah,
name is Onari.
yes, but you're my friend, Zanari. My apologies. Didn't mean to offend you.
Brenda, wasn't your name Tanya before?
No, it's been Brenda this entire time. As a matter of fact, I remember the stream.
Forgive me.
3 hours later.
Okay, and then she goes out and to slaughter the cow.
Montana, why do you think she still wears such little clothing?
It is pretty warm in here. It is a desert after all. We got a saying back where I'm from. You can put on more layers, but you can only take so many off.
Wise.
Question for the DM.
Yes.
Point
What
of
is-
order.
What is the climate right here? Like, what is the weather right now?
The weather is it's not cold. You are in the desert, so with it being 9 o'clock, it's starting to heat up. It's probably around like 90 already.
Oh wow. How hot did it get yesterday?
210. You don't have a thermometer on you, so you don't really know
do a
that. You don't
And,
know the
perception
answer.
check.
well, but like it just feels uncomfortably hot, right?
Do a you can tell the temperature by sticking your finger in your mouth and then putting it out. Check.
Okay.
What?
You
What
know that
temperature?
that's not for checking temperature.
Yeah,
right?
that's for checking wind direction.
Well,
Is it windy?
depending on how fast the saliva evaporates, you know this through vast amounts of studying.
Is it so? It would how is it? What's like? Is it sunny? Is it like the last few days since we've got, or at least I've gotten here? What has the general weather
It's
been like?
it's been sunny. It's been warm. Few clouds in the sky. No rain.
Dry heat or humid?
Dry heat. Yeah.
So like a desert.
Yes. Similar
Okay.
to similar to a desert. Um, not unlike a savanna.
And do the locals kind of dress like? How do they kind of dress? For this?
They kind of dress like
Skimpy,
hat
apparently.
with hats, um, maces, you know, leggings and arms.
Okay.
Yeah, all the
Alright,
you know
alright.
standard.
And one last question.
Yeah.
That stairway going up to the rooms, is there a banister on it or a railing or anything?
Yeah, there is a banister. It looks like it needs to be oiled, taken care of. It's
Would
dry,
someone?
it's cracking.
Wait,
Is
I,
it,
I have a question as well. Do we have time to go watch the last stream and then catch back up?
apparently
You
not.
no, you did.
Oh,
But
okay.
the only reason I'm asking is it the banister such as one that could be slid down if someone were to make their entrance?
Well, I mean, are you looking at the banister? Have you left your room yet?
No, I'm still asleep.
Okay, then
Where
I'm
are
not gonna answer
my
that question.
shanks?
All right. Well, I'll ask this again when I wake up.
We'll readdress this when your character's actually conscious in this world.
Shanks and squeezed juices.
Coming right up, Monty. And then as that happens, this young man walks in. Oi, looking for Monty and Zenori and Caliban.
Why do you
Is,
see
is
these?
he like shouting this as he comes in?
Oi. He's just saying oi. He's looking
Oh.
for people.
I
and
kind
it's, you know,
Oh.
of just I don't stand up. I turn over my shoulder to kind of look towards the door, and like what does this guy look like?
he's got stubble. He hasn't shaved in probably a day and a half, by your best guesstimate. He's got a gut on him. He's not the most burly man you've ever seen, but he's got some stock to him.
Does he appear to be like someone of authority or like a threatening type, or is he pretty unassuming?
Do a insight check.
Insight. I'm inciting.
Oh, you.
Oh,
I mean,
a 20.
yeah, you're looking at him and you think, oh, this guy must be a guard or something.
Okay.
Guard, somebody not important.
Like a low level sort of.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just look, oi, just looking for three folks. And then Escobar walks up to him. Hey, what's up, Chrissy? Oh, no, not much. I talked to Pablo, and Pablo says, or Pancho, I should say, Pancho, and he says he'll talk to these fellas. Oh, cool, awesome, thank you. Yeah, no,
I
Monty.
kind of put my hand up, just nonchalantly, looking back at the two of them, just kind of half effort in the wave, just like still waiting on them shanks.
No. It takes a while to slaughter the collection. Freshly slaughtered. That's our motto here at Escobar's. Yeah. So Escobar was telling me that he wants you wanted to talk to Poncho. Talking to Monty.
Yeah. We were trying to get a hold of Poncho. What do you know about it?
Oh well, yeah. I work for the city, and old Escobar over there sent me over to talk to Poncho, and Poncho's more than happy to talk to you. So I'm just coming to bring you that message and take you over to the town hall when you're ready.
Oh, well, you did catch me right in the midst of, well, not the midst of my breakfast, the midst of waiting for my breakfast. But as soon as my companions are all down here and ready to go and have been well fed with plenty of shanks and fresh squeezed juices, then I'm sure we'd all be more than happy to come see Poncho over at the city hall.
All right. Well, do you mind if I hang out with you, or should I back up?
Of course. Can I offer you some shanks?
Absolutely, Escobar, shanks all around.
So tell me, Poncho, what is your story? How long have you been here?
I'm not Poncho. I'm Chrissy. My name's Chrissy.
Chrissy. I'm sorry.
Poncho's
you know what?
the town mayor.
You know what, Escobar? Maybe some coffee would be good. Could we get some coffee at the table as well?
Absolutely. And as you say that, he already has a tray in his hand, delivering a hard coffee, a hard whiskey coffee to Zanari. Sets it down in front of the Birdbarian, and like, coffee, come right up. And he turns around, and then Brenda, in her in her sexy way, brings some sexy shanks. Brenda's sexy shanks to your table. Said,
Does she bring me mine?
"Here you go. Here's some sex." She doesn't say.
Here's some sex.
Here's some sex. Here's your shanks. And she, as she sets them down on the table in front of you, she kind of does like, oh, yeah. Just like leans forward.
I don't even look at her and just immediately grab for a beef shank and start gnawing on it. And breaking that fast, am I right? Am I right, Chrissy? And I kind of push the platter towards him.
Yes. My favorite is when you make like a little sandwich of the beef shank and then the chicken shank in the middle. Oh, just it's shanklicious.
You seem to be quite the expert on shanks. Have you been coming into this establishment for a long time?
Are you kidding me? No,
No,
are you kidding me?
No, I'm serious. Have you been coming in here for a long time? It was a legitimate question.
Oh, well, I've been here probably 10 so years. Yeah. And Escobar, it makes the best shanks this side of the desert.
Well, I must say it's pretty good. Did the juice come? Just out of curiosity, is the juice?
No juice at the table. No. Brenda went to go.
Bit dry. Could we get that juice?
Yeah, absolutely. Coming right up, Shug.
And just for reference, like,
is
is everyone's position accurate on this map? Like is Zanari back like at the bar and not sitting with us at this table?
I'm assuming that's where you are, right, Kevin?
Yeah, that's where I sat.
Okay.
I was expecting Montana to sit with me, but he didn't.
No, it's breakfast. I'm gonna sit at a table. Thank you.
Oh, jeez. Wow, elitist.
Yeah.
All right. Brenda drops off the shanks to Uzanari.
I pull off a chunk and just toss it in my mouth, and then do that thing that birds do, where they tilt their head back and just swallow it whole. Thank you,
Oh.
Brenda. That was delicious.
Oh, you're
pun.
welcome, Shug.
Shug. Okay.
She walks off. As she walks off, Esquire comes up, delivers and with a tray of coffee and some juice.
Oh, yes. Yes. Just grab that juice and start drinking it.
All right. If there's anything else you need, be sure to hit me up. And I almost grabbed the wrong guy. And then he walks off, and he does his business. Oh, well, what time do you think your friend's gonna wake up?
I'll be honest with you. I haven't known him that long. I'm not quite sure of his sleep patterns. And in fact, I couldn't even tell you which room he's in right now.
Yeah,
As this is happening, I've woken up.
okay. Good.
That's-
Okay.
I'm in my room.
What's your wake up routine?
Well, I mean, you get up and then you kind of sit there and check your phone for a while, and then
Uh-huh.
an hour or two later, you finally are like, I better get to work before they notice I'm missing, and then. No, I guess I'm up. You know, I've gotten dressed. I've splashed some water in my face. Ate the breakfast that I had delivered up to my room earlier, and then I'm going to slide down the banister, make a grand entrance into the.
All right. Okay, do an athletics check.
All right. Athletics or acrobatics?
Oh, yeah, acrobatics. Sorry. Wrong A word.
Rule
Oh,
lawyer, watch out.
9.
All right. So how are you trying to slide down this banister, or like on, like, if the banister's here, are you like spread eagle?
I'm not
going down
spreading.
it?
No, I'm like
Or-
sitting, and then doing like the second one.
okay.
More
All right.
dignified.
So like a lady on a
Like,
horse.
are your legs crossed?
Yeah,
as you do it?
yeah.
All right. So you hop up onto the banister, side saddling like a proper lady, and I mentioned that it wasn't properly oiled before,
Mm-hmm.
and so you get like you basically move 2 inches at a time, and in order to move forward a little bit more, you have to kind of like scoot yourself. So it's not really a sliding motion so much as like
Like a scooch.
Do I notice this from where I'm sitting? I moved over to the table.
you sure, yeah, you do.
Yeah, it's not exactly stealthy.
Does it make a noise like a squeak every time?
It goes.
How long does it take me to get to the bottom?
It takes about let's see how big the circuit. Yeah, it takes 20 seconds.
All
I,
right.
I I look at Caliban when he gets to the bottom of the stairs, and I just go, Caliban, I think it would have been more efficient to just walk.
Well, you have your ways and I have mine.
Yes,
Um,
yours were slow.
Well, good morning to you too.
Good morning.
Uh,
Would you like a coffee?
Or
uh,
perhaps some juice.
oh,
We have shanks as well.
it's still too early for this, but it's good
Come,
to see
come
that
sit
you're
down.
still here.
Let me introduce you to Chrissy over here.
Hey, oh, you must be Caliban? Is that your name?
Well, I don't know who told you that, but that is my name. Yes.
Well, no, nice to meet you. Yeah, no, Escobar told me about you fellas last night. I had to
And-
send a message to Poncho, of course.
And where is Escobar?
Ah.
Is he around? Do I see him?
Yeah, I mean he's just sitting tending the bar.
Escobar,
Sure.
Escobar, come here.
Oh, hey, hey, my friend. And he goes over to you.
Escobar,
Where are you?
I think your banister is broken.
He's still behind that squiggly line over there.
Yeah,
Uh,
I walked down here. Sorry.
That's how slow he's going down the bar,
banister.
the banister. Yeah.
Escobar, your banister is not well maintained.
Yeah, I know we got to do some maintenance on this place sometimes.
How
The
is a man
desert,
make an entrance when you can't even slide down a banister?
I, you're right about that. The desert just gets so damn dry out here,
No,
dry and arid.
I can
It's a
feel it.
desert.
I can feel it. It is very dry, but this would not fly back where I'm from.
No, yeah, and where do you come from actually?
Well, what do you need to know?
Well, I mean, you mentioned where you come from, and
Yeah,
I'm not trying to pry.
Well, where do you come from? Is that Blastoise that you said?
Oh, hey, well remembered to you. I'm
Yes, well,
glad.
maybe that's where I come from too. Maybe
Oh, really? Where in?
No, this is. I can't remember that much. It's not important.
Are you from the east side?
Sounds
Uh,
like he's dodging. Am I right? And I look
can
over
I get
at
some
Chrissy
coffee?
with the eyes. Like,
Could I
Yeah.
get some coffee, Escobar? Maybe
Yeah.
if you bring it quick enough, I'll give you some more details on my life, but probably not.
Well, that's quite the deal, I think. But no need, no need. We don't need to make deals. You're my friend. I consider you my friend. I'll just go get you the coffee, and if you're ever in the mood to talk, I'm here for you whenever you need. And he pats you on the shoulder like a firm pat,
I,
pat,
I
pat,
just kind
pat,
of look at him.
like a little claw in his
He's
fingers.
just squeezing now.
Yeah. And then he turns, walks off back to the bar.
Well, you two, I'm surprised to see you here still. I would have thought you would have left during the night.
Where would we go?
Well, I don't know. I guess it was just hopeful thinking.
it's good to see you too this morning, Caliban. Do you sleep okay?
Yes, if you're asking, no, I did not have any more visions.
That's very leading, but no, I was just curious how your room was working out for you. But since you brought it up,
Wait, what are you guys talking about? Visions?
Yeah, let's maybe not talk about it in front of the commoner.
right, Chrissy here. He knows Poncho. He says Poncho's willing to talk to us if whenever we're ready, we can just follow him over to City Hall.
Oh, Pancho, that the mayor, right?
Yes, that's the mayor.
And what would the mayor of a small town like this know about anything?
Well, Poncho's been around for quite some time.
Does he know the region pretty well?
He's been around. He knows places. He knows people. I'm sure he can give you some information if
Does
you
he
look
know
for it.
anything about the two men that died here yesterday?
Oh, I don't know about that. Yeah, you have to ask him.
Okay, well, I
Wait.
guess that is the plan.
Wait, 2 men died here last night. That's
Do you?
didn't-
Is that
I didn't actually know that.
Leading the witness?
well? Maybe they did. Maybe they didn't. I figured that would be kind of news that would get around a small town like this.
Oh, I'm just a messenger.
What do you?
I'm not a newsman.
You're just a messenger. What message did you deliver? That Poncho would see us?
Yes, well, Escobar sent me to Poncho, and Poncho sent me back here to tell you that Poncho is good to see you on behalf of Escobar. I'm just a messenger now.
Oh, but if you've told us the message, then what are you still doing here?
I'm hungry.
Oh,
And Monty here offered me some shanks.
They're not the worst shanks I've ever had. I'll say that.
So many shanks.
well, okay then.
Have you tried the shanks?
I'd rather not. I think.
Okay, no problem. No, well, whenever you boys are ready, I'm just gonna go use the loo, and I'll be back.
Well, do we need you to escort us to?
Well,
Is that what you were planning on doing?
yeah. Well, I'm a messenger and a deliverer, I guess. If you don't know where the town hall is, I could take you there. But Poncho is expecting you,
Okay.
so if you want to go with me, you can. I just got to go drop a shit.
Uh, do whatever you have to do, man.
Okay, I'm going. I gotta go. I gotta go. Drop a shit. And
My,
he just walks off.
Very, very graphic messenger.
this
if
is
that's
quite the
what you're
town, huh?
saying.
Seems like every person is from a different place entirely.
I no longer want to eat my shanks.
Yeah, I finish up my food and I kind of motion over to Escobar. How much for all this?
400 gold.
Oh, Esquire walks over. He said, "No, this is, I thought about this all night, and I just couldn't be happier that you gentlemen got my heirloom back. And breakfast is on me. Usually these shanks cost it's usually a 1 gold meal, but
I spit out a little bit of fresh squeezed juice as like mid drink. Like, oh,
That's-
that's
that's 2 silver worth that you
that's-
just spit out. My
that's
friend.
rather generous, Escobar. I'm sorry. And I kind of wipe some of it up with a.
I
with a napkin.
did not realize this was such an expensive establishment.
Well, Brenda did just slaughter 6 animals.
And she kept her outfit so clean.
What little there is.
Quality. Actually, she has about 5 extra of those outfits.
Well, that's all really not important information. Thank you, Escobar. We'll be seeing you. And I kind of clap him on the shoulder and stand up and head towards the door, sort of waiting for Chrissy to reemerge, so that we can get the heck out of here.
Is there anyone else in here?
Yeah. There's a guy who maybe looks like Jim and Escobar. He's kind of like hovering around you right now. I'm going to put him over here.
Well, is there enough? Is there anyone like within close listening range to where they would just easily pick up on our conversation?
Well, it depends on how loud you talk. I mean, there's some people sitting at this table and that table and that table.
But if I kept my voice kind of low, like where I wasn't talking at like a loud level, it's probably unlikely they would hear it.
Unlikely indeed, yeah. Unless somebody was actively trying to
Intentionally,
listen.
do I notice anyone intentionally trying to listen into what we're doing or paying any inordinate amount of attention to us?
Roll a perception.
Roll a
That
perception.
perceps.
Yeah, roll
that
in
perceps.
perception.
That's
You
not
don't
very
know. You can't tell if anybody is actively trying to listen to your stuff.
Okay.
Gentlemen, what do you think that vision that we all had meant?
Well, you've been awfully presumptuous. But if I'm being honest, yes, I did indeed have this vision. I don't. It's probably not of use anymore to deny it, because clearly, I am still here. I have one of these stones, and I did in fact see you two in the vision, and I'm pretty sure you probably saw me as well. So
I definitely
let's,
come back to the table as he starts talking.
let's just go ahead and admit, yes, we all had this vision. That is correct.
Yeah, that's right. And I like elbow him, kind of like, yeah, I knew it. I knew I wasn't crazy.
Well, I don't know
Did
about
you-
that, but we did all, yes, have this vision, and I did
Now-
see all of you in it, and I did see some crazy crap.
Crazy crap indeed. Well, now that you are sharing that, would you like to share what your stone does? since we know that
To be
one
honest, I do
creates
not know.
water and one creates mist?
To be honest, I do not know what it does. I have looked at it. I have studied it. I even shouted at it a few times last night. I turned around suddenly, tried to surprise it, and the stone, nothing happened. It's the same stone as it always has been.
That's a tough break.
If it
Ah.
has any magical powers, they have not manifested themselves. Or maybe the situation has not arisen where they are useful.
Hmm.
Well,
I somewhat naturally knew what mine did.
Well, maybe you were more lucky. You birds probably have some special abilities to know what gems do. This is not the same for me.
Maybe it's my special bird brain.
I mean, I don't
But
know about you two, but that what I saw didn't look good, and it looked like it might mean bad news for this town if we don't figure out the meaning
Well,
behind it.
It probably means we should get the hell out of here, no?
I'm all for that.
Well, but you're all right. It did not look good. But I think it is awfully presumptuous us to assume that it is a foretelling of the future. Could just be a nice dream, and we just happen to all be in it. We, I guess the point I am making is that we need to do some investigation and some research of our own. And
You don't have to tell me twice. That's half the reason I came out here. So I say we get after it.
and
And I get up again and walk again towards the door.
and
Where
I am
is
curious.
Chrissy?
I am curious. Well, he walked off, but I am curious who those two men were that just died. I feel like that is probably something important that we should figure out. And somebody has to know. Wouldn't
Yeah,
you
you-
agree, Birdbrain?
Indeed.
Hey Chrissy. Doing all right?
Oh, much better, much better. Yeah, I have this thing where I wake up in the morning, and if I'm running late, then I don't get my bowels all expelled. So usually, like in the middle of a job, then that's when it starts to arise, and I'm like, oh no, I gotta go, and then it interrupts the natural flow of my
Well,
job.
that's
you
enough
understand?
personal stories, Chrissy.
Chrissy
I-
the Overseer.
I think we're all ready to head out and have you lead us over to Poncho's, place
Poncho's
of,
town
place of
hall.
business.
All right, fantastic. Well, if everyone's ready to go, let's roll on.
Indeed.
All right.
I guess let me check see if I am ready to go. And I just kind of pat down my things, kind of maybe check a few hidden pockets, adjust my pants a little bit. Yes, I am ready to go.
Everybody, click the ready button.
What's a ready
Huh?
button?
Ready?
Just kidding. That's in a video game. That's what everyone
Wow.
will do to go to the next area.
Press A to continue.
Oh.
I created this next little thing.
Oh, wonderful.
I'd assume you created all the things.
Did you draw it by hand, Brandon?
I did. Oh, you didn't see it yet because I haven't switched you.
Oh God, theater of the mind. Especially useful for our streaming audience.
Is this where what town hall looks like?
Yeah, this
Got all
this-
this for me?
Is this an intricate series of tunnels that we somehow know the routes through?
yeah, this is what the city looks like. It's some wacko made it. All right, so you guys leave the Escobar's hideaway. Chrissy is leading the way. Yeah. Oh, it's just a block or two down the road here. It won't be too long. We'll get there and we'll walk right in. I know where Poncho's office is, and again, he's expecting you. So, if you have any questions about the area, let me know. But it'll just be a few quick minutes of walking.
In as greatest detail as you can, describe town hall.
Well, let me tell you about the town hall. It's a building in the desert. uh,
The
Wow.
end.
I can
The
almost sense it. I feel like I'm there.
Are
right
there
do,
are
do you want
there
do you want do you want him to describe it?
now.
No,
Well,
I
you
wanted
just-
you to describe it.
are there a
Oh,
lot
well,
of
you,
people out?
That's why I wasn't speaking in my character's voice.
you're not even there yet.
Oh, okay.
Are there a lot of people out right now?
It's morning. There are people. There are people milling about, doing their day-to-day
How big is this
activities.
town? And just like
Um,
we have that map. Is that pretty accurate as far as the size? So it's
Yeah.
not like a big town. Like there's not thousands of people here, right?
No. Just a couple hundred.
Yeah.
The map that you guys have, it looks
What,
bigger than
what
probably.
would you say are the demographics?
Probably about 65% male, about 50, and then the rest women. Um, Probably about like ages 35 to 50.
Political leanings?
Yeah, conservative for the most part. But there's a strong independent.
What's the racial breakdown? Is it mostly human?
Human. It's a melting pot. It's mostly human. Um, the Blastoise kingdom is primarily human. But there's a smattering of alternate races. Alternate races.
Alternate races. Kind of racist.
All right, so we're in the town hall.
You're not in the town hall yet.
Oh,
You're still
we're
walking
getting-
over
we're
there.
walking
Gotten
to the
5 steps outside the.
Yeah, yeah, because got into demographic information. Uh,
Is
All
there
right.
there's water, right? There's like a stream. that
yeah,
comes-
there's a
or
stream.
like a river.
River runs through it. Yeah.
And okay, so we're on the other side of that stream. So there's a bridge that we cross to get to the town hall, right?
You're looking at the map. If I knew you were looking at the map, I'd change it.
I guess I could have brought up the map instead of
Uh,
this.
and
theater of the
what
mind.
scale is this map at? Like how
Um,
is this mile? Like this doesn't seem like very wide.
No. It's not very wide. You only walk maybe like a block and a half, maybe like 5-10 minutes before
Yeah,
you
Okay.
before you get to the town hall. In the town hall, it's in the center of the town. Wooden. It's a wooden structure. There's some sheets
Wood.
hanging down over the windows. It's not a fancy place.
Not
But
not curtains, but sheets.
yes. Yeah. I mean, sheets block the sun more than curtains do.
Does it have windows?
It does have windows. Yeah,
Glass?
it has windows with a little cross in it, right? And it doesn't look too much different from the other buildings. It's really the whole town is generally dusty and sandy and kind of bland and
How
tan.
long does it look like this building's been here? Or to be honest, any of these buildings, like, has this town been here a long time? Does it look like that, or is it
look-
kind of newish?
It looks like it's been there a while. You sliding down the banister gives you a sense of how long the wood has been there,
Mhm.
and if the wood isn't taken care of, the kind of damage it takes
Situation
from
would
the
be, yeah.
elements.
I
And
expect
do,
a-
do they
I
have
expect
glass
a-
windows?
Do they have packages?
Glass windows, sorry, or is it like just windows, like, but no, like, nothing to block anything from coming in?
No, there's stained glass with different colors and
Are all the
Like-
windows intact, or are there any broken ones?
no, it's well intact. This is
Oh,
this
It's a
is
well-maintained city.
a nicely kept part of the town.
Okay. Just forget.
I
it's not
expect
in
a-
town, so-
I expect a callback to all these questions later.
Well, I mean, it's important.
This is just
Get a
flavor.
sense- It's important to get a sense of the what this town actually is, and
Yeah.
how well run it is, and maintained and wealthy.
I kind of, as we walk with Chrissy, I'm like, you aware of any ancient sort of ruins or or temples around these parts, Chrissy?
Oh, I don't really know about that. No. Oh, I know they've been building up over in Clargo recently, and maybe they've unearthed stuff. I don't know. I don't really head out that direction too often.
Oh, all right. Well, thank you for that.
Problem. Well, we're here. Let's go into the town hall. The town hall. We're here. Click ready when you want to switch.
Hey,
I clicked.
Spacebar.
Yeah. Press X to open the door. All right. So you walk in. He leads you into the foyer of the town hall. There's a desk. It looks like a receptionist's desk when you first walk in. There's nobody sitting there, and then a door that looks like it goes into an office. You're like, oh, Maggie's usually sitting here. And she usually does all the receptionist, but I'm not sure where she went. Then he kind of looks around. That's all right. Well, we'll just go in there. Poncho's expecting us. And he leads you in, opens a door, and sends you into Poncho's office.
oh, can I close this?
Poncho.
Pancho's office.
Poncho's office. Now let me find a voice for Poncho.
Search deep within your.
King Candy. King Candy.
King Candy. I should have switched the audio at some point in time. Hey, more, hey, friends. I'll just keep my voice, whatever. Hey, yo, why are you doing? I'm trying to stick to my cruise. It's not racist because I'm Mexican.
You do sound like a poncho.
What? Hello, friends. Welcome to Genders Crossing. I am Pancho. Nice to meet you.
It is nice to meet you too, Poncho.
Yes. What is your name?
My name is Caliban. This is you introduce yourself.
Oh, hey, Montana James. Pleasure to meet you.
And I am Sonari.
He walks over to you.
And you're the mayor of this town, huh?
Yes. I am the mayor of this town. I've been the mayor of this town for going on 5.5 years now.
They elected you to take over this role, huh?
Well, the thing about this town is not really elections per se. It's just there's a secession system that we have here in Genders Crossing.
So you're more like the king of Genders Crossing.
I would never put myself as king. No. I'm
But-
just a man.
Are you the one in charge?
I am indeed.
What do you know about the two men that died yesterday?
The two men who died. That's an interesting bit of. We don't get too many murders here in town.
I assume not. That's why when I said that, I didn't have to specify where it happened.
Do you
Well,
have any idea
hot
who
me.
those two were? The men who died.
I've never seen those men before, but it's interesting that they were here in town.
Do you
You-
not get many passers-by?
Well, that's part of the problem here is we do get a lot of passersby.
Then- Okay.
So I
Okay.
I can't personally tell you who those folks are, but you're more than welcome. Well, I was gonna say you're more than welcome to go look at their bodies. Head to the jailhouse / morgue. We're running out of space here, and look at them a little bit closer. But I was
Do you just let anyone come by and look at the bodies?
no, but Escobar told me well, through Chrissy the messenger. That guy, he's a swell guy. Swell guy. Just
Big fan of
Drink.
Shanks.
big he is a big fan of Shanks. You're absolutely right about that. He what was I going? Shanks. Um
I lost my spot.
We asked why you would just let anybody show see these bodies.
well, Escobar told me about what you did for him, and any friend of Escobar is a friend of mine. So I I mean, they're dead bodies. There was nothing on them. I mean, you can, but you are more than happy to go take a gander at them, to see if there's anything that we missed.
What about the well, they just killed each other, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that might be something worth taking a look at. We might be having. Have you had any other threats to this town? Anything else that might cause some concern for you and your mayoral status?
Well, no threats per se. No, we have nothing like that here. It's, we get along just fine. We get passersby. They keep the economy running in this town, and no threats like that. These two knuckleheads murdering each other. That's probably the worst threat we've had in a while. But maybe that's not entirely true. There have been more attacks on the northern outskirts of town, but nothing to worry about too much there.
Who's responsible for these attacks?
We've seen it just like bugs and scorpions and
Sturgis.
Are those not common in the desert?
Sturgis?
And bugs and scorpions.
well, that's the thing. Those they are common, but they seem a little more aggressive and larger than what we've seen in the past.
This is a recent occurrence. This isn't something that's happened for a long time.
No, not for a long time. No, recent, probably in the last year or so.
That is interesting. One other thing I'm rather interested in is does this area have a history of any sort of tribal customs or any old relics or ruins around that date back to pre or Jocko, or not Jocko? What is this town called?
Junder's Crossing.
Junder's Crossing.
Pre-Jocko.
Pre-Junder. Pre you. Before you were born.
Before you were born.
There's been tales of ancient civilizations in this region, more north than down here where we are. But they're just stories of giants and ancient nomads, but nothing to back them up.
All right, just sort of an oral history passed down from generation.
Yes, they may as well be legends, myths, stories that we tell our kids to frighten them in the mornings and the evenings.
All right, well, cool beans. You guys got any questions?
Poncho,
What? Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Yes. I'm Pancho.
are there any wizards in this town or magical?
My
experts?
eyes dart left and right.
Oh, we do get a lot of different people in this town. There's probably some wizards that cross the path.
Well, is there anyone that takes up residence?
Oh, mm,
Someone that you would know as kind of an expert of the magical ongoings of this region.
no, I wouldn't say anybody of that ilk.
Oh, do you know if there would be one in one of the nearby towns?
Ooh, well, the nearby towns are stronger. Are there's the populations in those towns are much bigger. So
Is there a library nearby that has a history of the area?
no, our library burned down a couple months ago.
How did that happen?
That's
Uh,
unfortunate.
you know, you mentioned wizards before. Some wizards got drunk over at Escobar's hideaway and just fireball spill. I don't know what that was about, but
I put
Interesting.
my face in my hand and I just it's
And what happened to this wizard?
well, we locked him up for a couple days and then he escaped. We
And
haven't seen him since.
do you know who he was?
We don't know. He was a fairly quiet individual, or
Interesting.
quiet or stubborn.
Which
How
is
old
it?
was he?
Well, we didn't ask his biography. And even if we did, he wouldn't have told us.
And had he been in town long before this incident?
Ooh, he was just passing through, so it must. He was at the tavern. We hadn't seen him. Escobar hadn't seen him before. That night, he just got into a wily bet
Well,
of making a gigantic fireball. Burnt down the library.
interesting.
No books. Fahrenheit 451. That's the temperature books burn.
And Ponto, what do you plan to do about those two men that were killed? Are you gonna look into it at all, or do you think it's just an open and shut case?
Well, based off of what people were saying, who were there, they asked a few people. It sounds like they were arguing over something, that they had both found, and something about them talking to each other about things they've seen. But
And who's they? in this?
oh, one of our guards who's actually guarding the jailhouse slash morgue right now.
Oh, so then that is who we should go talk to if we want to get more information.
Yes, yeah, he might know a little something. Yes, I was wondering, if you're gonna go talk to them, can you also, my Travis with birthday cake randomly, um, my my assistant.
Me ignoring my child's birthday to stream D&D with you.
Oh, yay! We're more important than your blood. Um, my assistant Maggie, she went to go get water at the stream a couple of hours ago, and she hasn't come back, and that's unlike her. If you're on your way to talk to the guard, can you stop by and maybe check down the stream, see if you see her?
Well, I I don't know. We can look, I guess.
What was that name again?
Maggie.
I mean, we have
Maggie
more important
Sampson?
things to do.
Poncho, I am curious. The desert seems
Yes.
to hold its own beauty and charm. Is there anywhere that you think is most spectacular that may be captured in a painting?
He puts his he puts his hand up onto his chin and strokes his chin. He's clean shaven, so I don't know. He's just stroking his chin like that, kind of like how I'm doing now. He's just stroking it, just slowly. Uh, it's morning, so he's freshly
Just
bathed, so it's
stroking.
not oily. Uh, these are descriptions I want you to remember. How his face isn't oily because he washed it this morning.
That's
It's
good.
good to
that's
know.
Um, beautiful places, eh? Hmm. There's over by Sandalville. There's some good overlooks that might be good for picture drawing, painting.
I
re-
appreciate the info.
no problem. Yes, there was an artist not a couple years ago. He's he was all right. It didn't do. It wasn't the best, but he tried. He's tried.
It is a learned skill.
It is. I never tested my hand with it. I can barely draw sand people. Try to do stick figures. I don't know why I went sand all of a sudden. Stupid.
That is good to know, Pancho.
Uh,
You know, you've been very helpful. For
well,
as little as you know, you've been very helpful.
well. Thank you.
I mean, mostly
Think
helpful.
it's a compliment.
But I guess we should go see the god. But do you want us to look for your what was it? Your woman? Your
Yeah, no, she's not my woman. She's an assistant. She's been with me.
What is this? What is this assistant? What do you
Like
mean
a-
by
is-
that?
Like a personal assistant?
Like
No, well,
she trusted you?
she's some people call her a receptionist. Some people call her a secretary. Some
What-
people call her a typist. You know,
It
she's a-
Caliban. I am
It's
guessing
into
from
the
the name
words.
that assistant assists people with things.
Well, that is a very strange thing to be. But okay.
All right. Well, let's go do anything else.
let's let, do. Does one of you have a map? I'll show you where the jailhouse is.
Yes, I do. I think.
I think
Lazarus.
we all
Lazarus,
have a map.
Lazarus pokes his head out of my satchel
Oh, yeah,
with
yeah.
with the map in his mouth. Thank you, Lazarus. And I hand the map over to Poncho.
What'd you say? What'd you say, John?
Nothing. I was gonna bring something up about that stupid lizard, but it can wait.
All right. So if you're looking at the Junders Crossing map, it's
I
mean, it's
always am.
jeez. It is this place is just to the south of the where it says the gigantic words town hall.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
I was curious on that. Like, are all those buildings together the town hall?
It's just one big town hall.
Well,
Where's
they
the
got
town
their-
hall?
they
Well,
got
that's the whole
various-
northeastern part of the map.
Well,
is
you've
the
got
town
your
hall.
Department of Motor Vehicles. Your
It's like LAX basically. It's just like its own self-contained city.
Mm.
Well, you know, John, you go to LAX.
All right.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure we'll figure it out. Well, it was a pleasure meeting you, Poncho. And if we find anything out, I'm sure we'll let you know.
Well, if we see her, we'll tell her to go back to her boss. Is it?
Yes. Well, she's my assistant. I pay her good money to help me out with paperwork and what
Well,
have you.
Okay. Well, if we see her, well, what does she look like? Does she just look like a regular? What does she look like?
Well, she's a young-looking woman. She's got red hair, freckles from here to there.
How is she dressed?
Yeah, she's got a white dress with last time I saw her, and she's got it's like a blue stripe around the bottom of the dress.
Oh, okay. Well, then we will look for a woman that looks like that. But no promises. She could be dead in a lake for all we know.
She very well could. There's no lakes around here, so I hope you're not searching for a lake.
Are
If we
there any
find
lake
one,
pets?
we'll let you know.
Thank you. Correction, I was looking at the map wrong. It's just
Do you-
south of town hall. It's actually a little bit to the south west of it.
How long have you lived in this town? It's not very big.
The stream is up and down, and I was looking at it backwards. So
But you think you would not even need to look at the map to know.
well, you would think, but it's just it is what it is. I haven't drank my coffee either. Why would
It
Why would he
is-
know that insight? He would know that insight. Whatever. Anyways, I lied. It's the stuff is over to the
Can
west of where it's.
Can I
it's
tell if he's been truthful with us?
Yeah. Do an insight check.
21.
Ooh, hot.
Oh God. damn.
Everything he's told us has been a lie.
Yeah, and everything was a lie. And here's
He's-
the truth. I'm gonna tell you the
the
truth.
real Poncho is in the other room.
This is actually an armadillo. No, you look at him, you squint your eyes just a little bit, and you peer into his heart, and you know that you feel that he's telling the truth.
All right. Goodbye.
All right, good. Well, again, if you see Maggie, tell her to get back here. I've got some fresh paperwork for her.
Yes, we will. Okay.
All right. Well, we'll see you on the flip side.
We probably will never see you again, Poncho.
Probably not.
Unless we
very
find
well.
Maggie, of course. If we find Maggie, maybe.
All right. So what do you guys do?
We leave.
Yeah,
Press
definitely
we-
leave.
We
Press
go to this jailhouse, I think, right?
Gentlemen, do you think maybe there is a reward for finding Maggie?
Well, I don't know if she's even missing.
A
Oh,
life
she's
well
just said-
lived seems like quite the
Yeah.
reward. Saving a young woman in distress.
All he asked us was to
How
if
noble
we
of
saw
you.
her, to tell him, or to tell her to go and see him. She's just been gone like an hour or two. I think we are jumping to conclusions that are not supported by the evidence.
Okay, let's go talk to the jailer.
Okay.
Yeah, that's. I am rather interested in what might be happening on the north side of town, but
We are on the north side of town.
well, I mean,
I'll
to
tell
the
you what's
north where all
happening.
these attacks and other ancient temples.
Well, the
might
bug
be.
attacks don't seem to be that big of a deal.
Oh, maybe that's just personal
You
curiosity.
know, I just, from what I've read, bug attacks are just a way of life in the desert.
All right. Well, I do think we should find out as much as we can about these.
You can't go
These
10
two-
feet out of town without a giant scorpion or something attacking you. It's just madness.
All right, lead the way. Where's this jail? at?
I could go for a scorpion attack just about now.
Maybe if it attacks our friend here.
So you guys, which direction you guys
To the jail.
Yeah, we're going to the
the south.
jail.
Which
To
is
the
what?
south.
Wherever you said it was, because
Yeah.
it changed a few times.
Yeah. It's to the west. It's to
Oh.
the west. And
But
you
you
guys
said to the south. So he
Yeah.
was lying to us.
southwest. Well, he looked at the map wrong.
Well,
but I get the impression that the
I
direction
find
we're
that
walking
unlikely.
toward the jail might also be sort of the general direction where Poncho thought Maggie might be headed.
Thank you.
That's
Travis.
kind of what he described it as.
Yeah.
But
But
then
then
he
good
said
at this
head
game,
south.
You guys, I'm so
But
Okay,
then,
so
but then DM actually looked at the map and was like, "Oh no, that doesn't work." So
So the mayor
Editor's note.
lived in this town for a long time, and there's only like 20 buildings in this town. And this
Poncho
is-
comes running out. He's like, "Hey, everybody! Sorry, I drank a lot the night before. Look, I know I seem kind of loopy. It's just, I'm sorry. It's over that direction." Okay, and then he runs back.
This town is nothing.
same direction as Maggie,
a lot of confused folks around here.
supposedly.
I keep a steady eye as I walk towards the jail, especially as we get towards the stream. Really
is there-
scanning the area for any
Uh,
signs of Maggie.
Is there anyone that
Hey.
looks like Maggie out here?
No. I mean, you see some redheads, but none. Some of them are like wearing.
We yell out Maggie. Does any of them look at us?
People do look at you. Yeah.
Do they look like they are? That's like, hey, that's me.
I let Montana and Caliban know, gentlemen, I am going to fly to the jail so that way I could get a bird's eye view and maybe see Maggie.
One of the people who looked over when you yelled Maggie hears that, and they kind of go, bird's eye view. It's a bird, get it? And then they just
He
keep
explains
walking off
it.
incredulously.
Does the Nari take off yet? Is he in the air?
Yeah, no, he takes off. He's a bird. He can take off whenever he wants.
I look over at Caliban and I'm like, man, that guy really has a thing for bad puns. Am I right?
It must be a bird thing or something.
All right. Well, what do you think about this whole situation with these attacks?
Metagaming, not my character. I'm just gonna go with because Aarakocras only live such a short lifespan that like pun humor is the only kind of real humor they ever learn in such a short period of time.
Well, they only live on what, 2 years on average?
No, they lived like 10, 12 years.
Must be hamsters.
But like I'm my character's like 5 years old and I'm already in the hamsters. Fuck. Yeah, I'm 5 years old.
So you're middle
He's just
aged.
a little guy.
Yes, I'm
Aw.
middle aged.
All right.
Hey, look, we'll talk about your
We have a
insulting
5-year-old in
puns
the group.
later.
All right, I keep walking. I
Okay,
keep
okay.
looking.
Oh, did you have something to say there, Monty?
Nah, it just
You
I don't know.
started to
These
say
these
something.
guys just fighting each other, dropping these rocks. Then all of a sudden, these visions of, fire and death around this town, and talk of evil things attacking from the north. It just, I don't know. It doesn't sit well with me,
No, it is very strange. And it all seems to have happened around the same time. But,
Hey,
this town has always been kind of strange. That was what I've heard.
Do I spot anything flying overhead that maybe they wouldn't notice?
You do a perception check.
All right. 15.
15. You notice a man and a woman in an alley just going at it, just like railing each other.
Cheap redhead with blue trim on her dress.
No, it's a blonde chick and a guy with black hair. He's got a hairy back. He's got a real-
I do
Theater of the
the
mind, ladies and gentlemen.
I do like a cat call whistle bit, but hope that they don't look up and notice where it came from.
Can birds whistle?
That's all they could do.
I want that to be an ability check that we figure out.
So you do a little cackle? Is that what you said?
No,
Cat call.
cat's
Oh, cat.
call.
Oh, like
You know, woo woo.
the guy's like, huh?
When those giant birds attack.
And then he can't be distracted, so he just starts fucking just railing again. That's all you.
Do we get
really
to the
know.
jail yet?
Yeah,
Yeah.
with this jail.
No, you guys. I'm about to do some stuff here.
Sounds like the guy in the alley was doing some stuff.
yeah, he was.
All in the theater of the mind, though.
He was just fucking.
Okay,
going at
since
it.
I don't notice anything, I fly back down to Caliban in Montana to update them on what I did find.
All right, okay, go for it.
Gentlemen, you wouldn't believe what I saw.
Did you find Maggie?
Unfortunately, no. But I found some old hairy dude railing into a blonde in an alleyway.
Man, you have quite the sense of humor.
Unfortunately, I'm not joking. It looked like he was wearing a sweater.
How can you tell? Are you sure he wasn't attacking her?
Ah, quite sure.
Interesting.
Keen
What an interesting
vision on a bird like this.
As you guys are having this conversation, you You're kind of
You
walking
trip
along.
over Maggie's body.
Was getting railed by another guy. This town is full of getting railed. Look, I need to have sex sometimes, and this is my outlet. No, okay. So you guys are walking along the stream. So the stream is kind of inside. It's down below the town. The town is kind of raised above the stream a little bit, and you're walking kind of like along the path, the upper path along the stream, and that's where we get to here.
Oh shoot. We have the fog of war.
I thought this was
Yeah.
a desert. It's all grass.
Yeah, well, what can you do? Sorry, this is all supposed to be revealed. Here.
I'm gonna actually have to remember how to do combat at some point.
Yeah,
No, I don't think so. You just
maybe
get the
maybe not.
bucket
Yeah,
of water.
I told John I'm not going to do combat for 80 sessions.
She's probably just pissing in the stream.
with that blue stripe lifted up at her waist. So
Campaign has gone off the rails.
so this is where you are. And as you walk up, you kind of you kind of hear a which could be any kind of animal.
Do we all hear that?
Yeah. It's
Does that
well, is Travis is your guy deaf?
No, he's
Okay. Yeah, you hear it too then.
not. Okay.
is that what you heard, or is that what you saw earlier, Zunari?
Sorry. Oh, wait, we're in the alleyway, seeing the dude rail into the girl.
No, you're
No,
not.
we're
a-
at the stream.
No, we're-
Okay, no, no, that is not what I saw.
Well, it here sounds like something. We should take a look. What do you think? It could be that girl we're looking for.
I
Yes.
think that is a good idea. Would you like me to fly overhead and see if I can get
You
a
like,
good look before we go in?
So are we kind of in like a canal, sort of like are there like walls to either side along the stream?
Yeah. I mean, there's so just like a railing. It's just like if you go to, I don't know, it's just like a metal wooden railing, metal wooden railing. No, it's
Okay.
just a railing along the edge there, so kids don't fall off.
I pull Lazarus out from under my cloak, and I kind of pet him on the head, and then kind of lift him up to that railing, and he starts to sort of crawl along the top of the railing to the north.
Okay. Do you? So he does that, and he goes up to the north. You can't see through his eyes until you have to actually like try to see through his eyes. You don't just automatically do it.
Right. Yeah.
So
Mhm.
just so we're clear.
That's fine.
Okay. So he does that, and he just like
He's more quiet than that.
oh
There we go.
Do these noises sound like a person?
no, they sound guttural and more animalistic.
Like it definitely is not like a person like struggling in the water or something like that. Like a,
No,
like a woman named Maggie gently slapping her hands.
to
in the
you
water.
it doesn't sound like somebody drowning or
It just
slapping
sounds-
their hands in the water.
It sounds like a non-human sounds, right?
correct.
Okay.
you,
Well, then
okay.
I stealthily.
Uh-huh. All right, roll a stealth check. Thank you.
Stealth. 28.
Critical. He is
Jeez, man.
freaking invisible.
You couldn't roll any fucking higher than what you rolled right there. You stealthily walk down. Where are you walking down towards?
Down to try to just slowly get kind of a view of kind of like if
Okay.
any obstructed areas, to see if maybe I see what the source of that sound is. Like kind of like towards where I'm hearing it, to just try to see if I can get a sense of what that sound is coming from.
Okay. Do you so you can see like there's a tree there, you see the water. Do you walk into the water at all?
Would that prevent my ability to stealth, or would it? No, I'll go ahead
I
and
don't
walk in the
I
water.
don't know. I don't know. Does it?
I'll
John?
gently. Well, we'll find out. I'll gently, as carefully as I can, dip my toes into the water, and then gently.
Roll for initiative. No, no, you're good. You're good. You're good.
Then
So what you see is, let me just do. You end up seeing this. Everybody can take a look at that. That's fine. But just pretend, don't meta. Just pretend you don't see that.
so what do I see?
So yeah, so you see two men. You don't. They just kind of have their like swords out, and you don't know what they are looking at.
Do they look like they're dressed like the rest of the citizenry that lives here?
They don't look unlike the rest of the citizens that are in this town.
Okay. But I can't see what they're looking at.
You can't. You can't.
And I gently. How deep is the water? Should I get a sense of that?
It's about a foot deep.
Okay, so I'm gonna gently just waddle and squaddle my way up.
And it's downstream. The stream is going downwards. So
Okay.
you're going against it.
I just want to gently waddle and squaddle my way up to try to get a view.
Do another stealth check.
Another? How long
Yeah.
does it last?
Well, you're
20.
going against you're going upstream against a stream.
Okay, 20.
Okay. You nimbly manage to get a little bit further up.
Okay.
And what you see is, why can't I do like an actual what you see is the body of Maggie seems to be bloodied, and a jackal kind of growling at her, with like blood kind of dripping around its mouth and in its paws.
Nope. I guess I've seen enough, and I will go the other way.
I kind of kneel down and I close my eyes and attempt to get perspective from where Lazarus is.
Okay. So we said Lazarus is kind of like from oh shit.
Does this
Like right there.
does this beast of a dog, is he currently chewing on this lady, or like attacking her, or is he like paying attention to these guys?
He's kind of growling at the other guys. So Lazarus is right, kind of right there, as I said, and so you see what John is seeing, which
Okay.
is the two guys facing off against this jackal who has blood in his mouth.
Okay. And the two guys seem like are they actively trying to fight it, or are they just sort of standing there?
They look like they're in a defensive position with their swords drawn.
Okay.
Montana, do you tell me what you see?
Yeah, it's I think that might be Maggie over there. She's some sort of big dog has attacked her, and
I
there's
ready my crossbow.
a
My
couple
hand.
guys over there trying to deal with this beast.
I am going to fly up, and I will try and axe the beast in the back.
You're gonna get her killed. You're gonna get her killed.
You're gonna get her killed.
Can we tell whether or not she's dead already?
I mean, the jackal has blood all over its mouth. She looks bloodied as hell. You don't know whether that means she's alive or dead.
Okay.
Alright, well,
Okay. So
I don't think me attacking the jackal's gonna be like, oh, he's attacking me. Better fucking bite the girl some more.
Oh, he might be like, oh, he's gonna try to take my toy away. Let me grab my toy and try to run off with it.
Squeaky, squeaky.
What? I don't think the toy's squeaking anymore right now.
Gotta
Uh,
make it squeak.
all right. So what do you do, Kevin?
Well, I was waiting for Montana to respond on whether he thinks that's a good idea because he's
Oh,
got
oh.
he can see what's going on because of his lizard.
Oh, I'll go ahead and shoot with my hand crossbow.
Okay. So you're shooting. Go ahead. I'll let you do it.
Well, do I have to roll initiative or because I'm attacking him, right?
Well, I mean, I'll have you roll initiative after you
Okay.
shoot.
After you start combat.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So 18,
Okay. Yeah. That'll hit him all right.
and I did sneak attack damage since I'm assuming I'm sneaking. He doesn't see me, right? I'm hidden.
No. He doesn't see you, and so
Well, so would I have an advantage on that?
yeah. I mean, you don't need advantage.
Yeah, it doesn't
on-
matter. But I just wanted to
So
see if
for
sneak.
for sneak attack, you need an advantage in this situation.
Yeah. So that's why I'm asking if I had advantage since he.
Oh,
that-
okay. Yeah. Yeah, you do in that case.
Okay. Well then, it's 16 damage.
Okay. All right. All right. And then go ahead and everybody roll initiative since
Yay.
you started.
Oh,
And
well,
then- And then I have to take like a quick like 1 to 2 minute break, unfortunately. Sorry.
Okay.
11.
14.
I don't remember where my initiative button is.
It's the one that says
Found it. Found it. Found it.
top middle.
Found it.
I was gonna.
Oh,
dang
my
it!
token's not selected. Ugh.
I could just roll initiative for all of you.
All right.
You
14.
could.
Just change it to a 15.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be
You take a
back
break?
in 2 shakes.
All
Talk
right.
amongst
Good.
yourselves.
Good deal. Are we still streaming? We are still.
So, Twitch people, how you doing?
Hey. Hey, Twitch people.
Yeah.
I could totally. Get some
Anybody
more-
still out there?
I'm gonna get some more wine now.
Oh, I see somebody's still out there. Oh,
Oh.
oh. Maybe he's still there. I don't know if he's still there. I'll know real quick. What do you need wine? You should have got a giant daiquiri filled with Everclear like me.
He already left.
Oh, this thing is strong. Oh, D Squeeze is saying what's up. Oh man, I'm not gonna lie. This daiquiri is a little more than half gone. I'm feeling good. Wait, who had 151? And yes, I'm having a blast. I'm really liking this character. I don't know if you've watched any of the previous ones. Ooh. See, I'd go with vodka with a Sonic Freeze. That's what I did last game. But tequila will work too. Maybe some tequila and triple sec, turn it into a margarita.
Okay, I'm back. Wine. Yay. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. All right. Hey, sorry.
Oh,
Sorry it took us so long to. I'm trying. I'm trying. I hope is my sincere hope that you guys are still enjoying your time so far, and I'm talking to you and John, Kevin.
D Squeeze Everclear is typically 190 proof or 151, depending on who makes it.
Oh God,
I'm not
Kevin.
sure who makes the one that made this, but there's a daiquiri shop in the front of the area where I live, and I just went in there and said, "Hey, I want that strong one with an extra shot," and it's delicious. You can't even taste the alcohol.
Delicious. Can't even taste the alcohol. I should change the music. Well, now that Kevin's or not Kevin, Travis is gone. I can start my.
Time.
Oh,
Yeah, I was about to say we should have some combat music.
Oh wow, getting into
oh, this is it.
yeah, feeling intensity now.
These two songs are gonna repeat like 30 times. So
Mm.
Oh, cool.
is this too loud? Is that too?
No,
should I
that's
turn-
good. It's fine.
Oh yeah. Fat Tuesdays at City Walk. I haven't been to City Walk since Universal Studios Hollywood. D squeeze. That was it.
You need to get
I
the
need more. I need more.
you
battle music.
need to get the fanfare from Final Fantasy VII for when we win.
Well, it's copyright, so I can't.
I
do
know,
anything
I
with it.
know.
Because otherwise, I'd use all this stuff.
D squeeze is my crunching loud.
Oh, you're gonna get a copyright strike against
Oh no! What game is that from, John?
Pillars of Eternity.
Do you know? You only know that because you're looking at the caption.
No, because I played it, so I remember that combat track. Because there was only 5 combat tracks in the game, so
Oh,
it's like a 100-hour game. So you're gonna hear the same ones quite a bit.
oh yeah. How about this one?
I think
How
it's
about
in
this
both
one?
games.
Here's one.
Oh god, this is the one I like.
All right, I'll add this to my.
I picture us like saving somebody that's tied to some train tracks.
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be.
Is there a train in this town?
Hoot hoot. No, there's no trailer this time. I need more battle music. Jeez.
Yeah.
How
All
about this-
music is battle music if it's music while you're having battle.
What song is this? Iron Horse. This one's called.
So wise.
You know.
This one's called Iron Horse.
Oh wow, that's good. It's like a. All these sound like they're in a silent film or something.
Yeah. So when I was searching for music, this was this was in the silent film one. This one's called 5 Card Shuffle.
And next we have Buster Keaton in Dungeons and Dragons.
Why don't you come back and see me sometime? How about this one? This one's called Evil Plan.
I love Ballroom Blitz. D Squeeze. That's one of my favorite songs.
Okay. don't
Everybody likes Sweet.
Oh. Ooh.
Brandon, I could go for the one from like the old Looney Tunes, like the factory song.
Oh yeah. That's oh shit.
Powerhouse.
Powerhouse. Yeah. Have you seen Powerhouse? Go on YouTube, look up Powerhouse, but with harmonicas.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I have seen it. Where they have that giant freaking
Yeah,
harmonica.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Ah, fucking. It's
I have
glorious.
always loved Powerhouse.
It is a
Fantastic.
very
song.
good. It's a very good air giant harmonica you were doing there.
I wonder if the Powerhouse can't have a copyright at this point. It's so old. It has to be freaking fair use.
Who does Powerhouse? Raymond James? I think it's Raymond something. Powerhouse Raymond Scott. Raymond Scott. Yeah. Powerhouse. Let's pull it up. Well, Travis, I can't believe we're still streaming. There we go. This is my go-to song. This reminds me of Ren and Stimpy all the time.
This one and was it Orpheus in the Underground, which is also called the Can Can song.
Oh, Can song.
Ba, 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 ba. Yeah.
Yeah.
Always
Wh-
liked
wh-
that one too.
That's for Barber of Seville, right? Like, and they're like keep running at each other with ever increasing size gun. All right. Well, ambient music.
It's like sneaking around music.
The fuck? Ah, stupid piece of shit. I think it's playing every single song on this playlist
Yeah, it's kind of
at once.
it's a little
That's-
buggy.
all right. Well,
Oh,
well,
look who's
and-
back.
and that concludes D&D news for the night. I was your host, I was your TM, Brandon Cruz. With me again.
Sorry that took too long, guys.
No.
I had to go talk to my family because my kid's birthday. Freaking
Don't even.
birthday for
No,
children.
It's like a sleepover. And I'm
Wow.
tech support.
Don't even trip. Don't even trip, dogs. All right. So
We're in combat music.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's those three songs.
Powerhouse is still copyrighted until 2033. Just if you were curious.
We just have to
2023?
wait.
Oh,
We
it's
just
almost
have to
there.
wait.
2033.
It's only 14 more years.
Mm-hmm.
Now we'll all be dead by then. So
That's true.
I have to learn how to combat. Okay.
what are these extra initiatives? Is those guys?
Yeah, those other two dudes.
Oh, great.
Okay. All right. So John, good job on that whole sneak attack. That jackal yelps in pain. It's my jackal yelp, and
Aiming for the girl. Put her out of her misery.
and he just happens to be first in the rotation. He goes, he sees you, and he rushes up at you.
Does that guy do an attack of opportunity as he runs by?
No, he's just out of range.
Okay.
just out of range. Okay, and so he. What the?
Hey,
Aw,
what, a 3?
Got that advantage turned on, huh?
yeah.
Well, that's all right, because it's always we just go with the first.
Rookie mistake.
Oh, look at that! Keen hearing and smell. Oh, you're not supposed to see all that stuff. That's annoying. You're not supposed to see that either. Now I'm just testing out what you're not supposed to see.
Hmm.
Um,
Thank
Yeah,
you for the
no,
extra
I don't
insight.
It's working. We can see it.
yeah, no, totally.
Yeah.
All right, so he tries to attack you. Obviously, he misses. He like maybe it's the pain in his shoulder from where the crossbow went in, crossbow bolt, or maybe it's the blood that's still kind of clogging his vision from just ripping into Maggie's body. But he misses you. And next up, it's Chris's turn.
Another Chris. Huh?
Yeah, well, come on, I don't have that many different names.
Yeah, it's the mid '90s. A lot of people are named
How,
Chris.
how many names are there really?
10. Kevin, Travis, Brandon, John, and Chris.
An Eskimo poncho
Dude,
bar.
And a bunch of Hispanic names.
All right. Let's get this rolling.
So Chris sees old John, sees this jackal go attack him, and
Wait, the jackal's named John, or you talking
which one
Caliban?
is Chris? Which one is? Oh yeah, Caliban. Sorry.
Chris is the one that's closest.
Yeah, Chris is bottom. All right. So, he sees that, sees that attack. So I told you it's rotating. These songs are really. I'm just gonna put on the fucking ambient music.
No, this is good.
All right.
We just gotta move it forward.
All right. He comes down and he kind of
Runs past the enemy.
run. Damn. No, it's the op. It's trying to get these coming down, and he looks at John, looks at the dog, and then he does a little bit of. Oh, you can't see this part. He uses an action, and he starts kind of like his bones start cracking.
Oh,
And he changes a little bit. He changes.
Uh-oh, guys. I don't think this is good. Oh, we got bamboozled.
He changes into a human jackal looking thing.
oh, broader.
And so that's his turn.
This got spicy. Okay, so am I a little bit elevated, like from on these stairs, or like?
Yeah,
Can,
I mean,
can
you're
can I kind of move to this landing right here and still have like a clear vantage point past these trees?
It's yeah. I mean, it looks like you have a fairly clear vantage. Yeah.
Okay.
Y-
So
You get more Caliban than you do the Jack War in the back, and you get
think.
you barely
I'll-
like the snout of this jackal. Here.
All right, then I'll go ahead and move down to the ground, like right here, and so that I can get a clear line of sight on the jackal or whatever.
Okay.
And cast me a firebolt.
Okay. All
And
right.
hurl a mote of fire at a creature within range. Range
Okay.
attack spell.
All right. Is there any area of effect on that?
The
I don't think so.
It's just any flammable object hit by it ignites if it isn't being worn or carried.
Okay. All right.
it-
What?
It takes 1d10 fire damage. How do I roll a d10 again? Is it r/?
Yeah. R/roll
Yeah.
D10.
Or you can click the dice thing on the left. It's slash roll.
Yes. Slash.
I'm dyslexic. Slash roll.
Slash roll space D10.
7.
Okay. Who are you aiming at?
The dog one.
The dog. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. The dog yelps in pain, and you effectively kill it. How do you describe to me how you murder this jackal?
I sort of just like crouch down and then sort of manipulate my hands while I sort of mutter an incantation and then force my hands forward and just like a spike of fire erupts from my hands, going straight towards the beast, and it catches its fur ablaze and starts to char. That just starts smelling a lot like burnt hair and shanks.
It's Shanks. I smell Shanks. I smell Shanks in the air.
Christy
right.
comes running.
All right, awesome. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. All right, Caliban, you're up.
Oh shit, these guys are not friends. And I go ahead and attack this jackal with my rapier. And
Wait,
I cast Booming Blade as well. I rolled a 12.
Okay.
But Booming Blade only takes effect if I hit.
Yeah. Oh god.
Did I hit?
Yeah. Just real quick. Hitting. Is it if you match the AC, then you hit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You hit him.
Okay. Then I cast Booming Blade when I stroke. or strike.
AC is a 12.
Yeah.
So he's has booming energy around him now, and if he moves, and he immediately takes 1d8 thunder
Okay.
damage
All right.
until the start of my next turn. And then I'm going to use my cunning action to take the disengage action as a bonus action.
Okay.
And kind of run down here, and probably down to right here. How what's the size of these squares? Is
you're
it
gonna
5
draw
feet?
him towards us.
Yeah. So like the main. I would say like each of those squares is 10 feet.
10 feet? Okay.
Yeah.
What's my movement speed then? And is
and
it is the
you're in a
water
stream.
inhibited? Yeah, so is the water
Yeah.
inhibited? Let's see,
I
where is
would say the water halves it if you're using the water.
Okay, well, can I move over here? Is this safe area? Like, is this
Yeah.
level ground?
Yeah. Well, it's level ground, but you're in kind of brush, so I would just to make things easy, I would still say
like,
if you're using that.
So is this still inhibited?
No.
Okay, well then I
But-
use
Let me zoom in. Yes, it's fine. Whatever.
Okay, well,
I'm done arguing with your
I moved down to here.
you're trying to get the strategic advantage.
Well, I'm just trying to move efficiently.
Yeah, that's
Any
fine.
rogue would in
Okay.
the history of the game. All right, that's my turn.
All right. And then it is now Tom's turn. Yes, that's right. I named everybody. Tom, he sees all this stuff all this stuff happens. He takes 10, 20, 30 move and is rushing towards you, and then takes his action to also starts morphing. And appears to be this thing as well. And that is his turn. Kevin.
Do they see me right now? Like, or am I concealed more or less?
You're still flying, right?
Well, I never got to that point because you said
Oh.
roll initiative.
Oh, they probably could see you if they were looking, but they are distracted by other things.
Okay,
They
and
might
then
be a friend. If you're an animal.
play question with bonus actions. Can you use a bonus action before your main action?
I believe you can.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Oh, you'll understand why in just a second, because I fly up, and I fly up, and I try and move over here to like right behind this guy, and swoop in, and then go, Caw! And I turn on rage, which means I have advantage on strength checks, and a +2 to melee damage
So
with strength
so
weapons.
so you're flying. I think you're flying is an action, right? I don't think you're flying is just like, yeah, I'm flying and moving that way.
Flight is movement. I don't.
I don't know.
No, that's flying. Flying for me is movement.
Yeah, he just has
Oh.
that ability. What's your movement speed?
Flying 50.
Remember each of these squares are 10 feet.
Yeah, I measured it before I went over there, and it was like 25 feet. Unless the measurement thing is wrong.
Yeah, well, the measurement's wrong because these squares show up as 5 feet, but they're
Okay,
actually.
so
Brandon said
they're each 10 feet.
that's what I.
So 10,
That's what I
20,
believe you
30,
said, right?
40, 50. Yeah, that still works.
Okay.
Because I was right here. Oh,
Okay. No,
I was right here, right?
that.
Or
I
was it,
see
no,
that.
it was- yeah.
I
So
see.
50. There we go.
I see. You're able
Okay,
to fly.
so I do. I enter rage, and I attack this guy with my great axe,
All right.
and I miss.
And you miss. Why? Because you didn't meet his AC, which you don't know.
Definitely don't know it.
Definitely don't know it. You swing at this jackal human looking character, and you almost get his back. You almost get his back, but all you do is give him a haircut. Probably the best haircut he's had in a long time, but haircut nonetheless. And that's it. All right.
The initiative for those guys disappeared. I think when you changed the icon.
Oh yeah, no, I let's see. Yeah, I'll put them on there real fast. I know which ones they are, so
Okay.
I know which ones they are. I'll just take them off. Okay. Okay. So that's your turn, Kevin.
Yes.
All right. Next up, oh Chris. Oh Chris. Oh, I don't remember which one is which now.
Chris is the one in front.
Yeah, Chris
Chris,
is the
no,
southern.
Chris is the one in the back. This is Chris.
No, Tom.
Tom.
Yeah.
Tom is the one in the back.
You're right. You're right, Kevin. To help me out, I'm just gonna put a little. Yep.
Tom is purple.
Tom is purple. So, you swung at Chris before. Chris turns around, feeling that haircut, feeling appreciative, of course, but says, "You know what? Not a huge fan of what you just did," and swings at you with his sword, and he swings with a 21.
Yeah, that's gonna hit. Keep in mind, I have a resistance to slashing right now.
Okay. Because of the rage.
Yes.
Okay, so +2 melee. All right, so the resistance, that means you take 2 less damage, right?
I think so. Let me look it up and double check.
Okay. Resistance. I'm just gonna roll with that. We'll find out that.
Yeah, go and just roll with it.
Yeah.
I'll look it up and we'll make corrections if
I
we
thought
need
it
to.
was half damage on resistance.
Different attacks. And
So you take 2 damage.
I take 2 damage. Okay.
Yep. All right. And then and that will be his turn for that. And he swings at you. He just like cuts your left bicep, and you go. I'm a bird. Do I have biceps? I don't know. And now it is Monty James's turn.
And John was right. Resistance halves the damage.
So I was still right with the amount of damage I gave you.
Okay.
Okay. I am going to touch myself.
Ooh.
And
Now this is really heating up.
and cast some. Oh, it's not up there. Mage armor. So magical force surrounds me, and my AC is now 13 plus my Dex modifier, which is 2. So my AC is now 15.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Anything else? You gonna move anywhere?
No, I'll kind of stay where I'm at.
Or? Okay. All right. Next up, Caliban.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and sneak attack the non-purple one with my hand crossbow.
How does? Can you
Well,
sneak?
because he's engaged with Kevin.
Link me the sneak attack if you could.
It says once per turn you can do an extra blah blah blah. The attack must be blah blah blah. You don't need advantage on the attack roll if another enemy of the target is within 5 feet of it.
Okay.
So I
Okay.
should have.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. 21.
All right. Yeah. That
And
hits.
then 18 damage.
All right. So.
And then I'm going to do another shot with my hand crossbow using my crossbow expert.
But real quick, just describe how you slaughter that.
Oh, he's dead?
Yeah, he's dead. Chris is
Oh,
dead.
Well, I pulled out my hand crossbow and I looked down the little scope I have on it and gently adjusted the scope to make sure that I had it accounting for wind direction. And no, I did none of that. I just pulled it out and I quickly shot and got him right in the neck. And then he was like, "Ah, my neck!" And then like a spurt of blood shot out. And then he's like, "Ah, I'm dying." And then he fell into the water. And then I was like, "That's cool." And then before he had even fallen into the water, I had reloaded and I shot at the other guy. With
All
my
right.
hand crossbow. 15,
All right. Yeah, you hit.
6 damage.
All right.
Pew. And then I do nothing, and that's my turn.
All right. All right. Now it is. Chris is dead. I'll take him off of there. So now it's Tom. Tom yelps. He's gets shot with a crossbow. He looks over at old Caliban.
Oh boy.
And he John, do me a favor, roll a wisdom saving throw.
Sure. 4.
All right. So you fall asleep. You fall asleep where you stand, and just kind of like crumple to the ground.
I
And
mean, I got up earlier than I normally do.
And you are now asleep. You are now asleep. And then Tom turns around and then goes up toward Zanari. I'm gonna make this other guy a pace.
Do I get an attack of opportunity since he moved towards me?
No, you
That's
get an
not how
attack
that
of
works.
opportunity when he moves away from you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, man.
It's the exact opposite of why you'd get that.
Hey, hey, I'm just saying. His back was turned to me, and then it wasn't.
Well, he was like 10 feet away from you at least, and then he moves towards you. He's attack opportunity is like when you're trying to escape, not when you're trying to get closer to an enemy.
So for intents and purposes, I'm unconscious right now, right?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So Kevin, it is your turn.
So I am still filled with rage, and I go rah, and I attack him with my great axe again.
Okay.
For 15, 6 piercing plus 2 because I am raged.
Okay.
So
Uh,
8. Yes.
you successfully, you're a bird. You're not a great axe master, and you give another jackal person a haircut.
What? 15 doesn't hit?
It says
15.
9.
It says 9 there, dude.
Oh, sorry. My thing wasn't scrolled down proper.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
sorry, brother. Yeah.
No,
You
no, no.
miss.
I'm just gonna say that this daiquiri's doing his job. Blame it on the alcohol.
Do you want to do anything else on that?
Do I have anything else I can do?
You can squawk.
um, no, I don't have any other good bonus actions to use right now, so my turn is done.
All right. All right. Old Monty James. Guess whose turn it is?
I'm gonna whip those hands around, set my sights on old Tom, and cast another firebolt.
All right.
For 11.
All right. 411. That's ooh. How do I get in there to check his stats? Hold on a sec. Tip, tip, tip.
What's his AC?
I thought it was
It
12.
doesn't.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't know if that was a spell save or not. Yeah. So he, the firebolt comes, and it passes just over its head, and past Zanari, and lands in the water, and then goes fizzles out.
And I kind of kick some dirt and go like a gee willikers.
Mr. Wilson, gee, come on, gee golly. All right, and that's your turn, Caliban.
I'm asleep.
You're asleep. Oh, shit, I probably could have spent some time figuring that out.
Do I have a chance to wake up? Like,
Constitution saving throw?
Let me-
well, last time it was wisdom. So
or until
Or am I just-
so you are unconscious for 10 minutes, or until someone uses an action to shake you awake.
okay.
So you are asleep still.
Oh, I guess I could have done that.
Well, but you didn't know.
You didn't know. You didn't know until I said it out loud.
You just saw me fall down. I could be dead.
Sleeping on the job again.
All right. So now it's Tom's turn. Tom, the jackal person. He's gonna swing over at Zanari, and he's going to swing with a 23.
God, dude, what the?
Does that hit? Does that hit, Kevin?
Shut up and tell me the damage.
Well, it's still halved, right? Because you're in rage.
Yes.
So it's another 3 damage.
It seems like he's getting more enraged all the time.
Yes.
And then he goes, "Aroo, jackal person of Chunders." and now it's your turn, Kevin.
I wish that I could give you some inspiration because I love the Warren Zevon reference. And again, this time I don't squawk. I just go back to speaking common and go, "This is bullshit," and swing my great axe again for 17.
All right.
That's got a hit, right?
You actually hit this time.
I actually for 12 damage.
12 damage. All right. All right. You swing your great axe and it goes into his side, like midway into his side, like almost to its jackal belly button, and it goes "Arr! Arr!" and you pull it back out, and it's bleeding pretty profusely. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
All right. Go into Montana James.
Oh. Thank you, D Squeeze, for hosting the stream.
Yeah, but beside that, it's your turn
No,
for combat.
I just want to thank D Squeeze. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. Am I 1, 2? I'm within 60 feet of this guy, right?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3,
Yeah,
4,
he is.
5, 6. Yeah, sure. I need new combat music.
Okay.
I expect the jackal to be like twisting his mustache, going. Mwah!
All right, what you got? What you got? What you got?
I don't want to use this because it costs too much money. Yeah. So I'll step up about. And Caliban still asleep.
Yep.
Yeah, he's asleep for at least
Okay.
another 9 minutes and 50 seconds.
Okay. I'll
30 feet away.
I'll try to cross the river, and sort of shake Caliban to see if he's okay.
Well, so if you're trying to cross the river, your speed is halved when you get into the stream.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
so
maintaining consistency there.
I have 30 speed. Can I not get across?
No, because
so I'm about half. So I'm like mid river right now, midstream.
Yeah, you're not quite to Caliban
Okay.
if you're or
But
sorry.
if you hit me with a firebolt,
Can I shout at? Okay. All right. Okay. We'll do this. I cast Mage Hand, and a spectral floating hand floats over by Caliban and starts shaking him to see if he's responsive.
Okay. Roll a d20.
It was so much easier when I could just. It's a 2.
Okay.
My actual dice would be better to me than that.
you accidentally stab me and kill me.
Yeah, you push him into the stream and he floats down to his
But-
death.
Whoa! I'm kind of in front of him. If he'd just kind of float to my feet, if that happened.
I mean, I think getting splashed in the water would probably wake him up. You should have just splashed him with some water.
Hindsight's Mage
Right.
Hand 20.
No take backs. I got to roll a new character now.
Your mage hands like kind of shoves him, and he kind of goes like, like pushes the invisible
five
hand
more
away.
minutes. 5 more minutes.
And he hits the hand like it's a snooze button,
Okay.
and he doesn't quite wake up.
All right.
I like the idea that these guys in a fantasy realm know what a snooze button is.
All right, Caliban.
Wizard would have invented one.
John, do me a favor. You roll a d20.
Okay.
I think
7.
Lazarus is supposed to get turns too.
Oh,
I should have rolled for him.
well, he can't attack. So
Yeah,
so if you and you can't control his action. So if you really want me to have him in there, I can. I'm gonna make a token for him later. Doesn't matter. We'll get
Okay.
into that later. All right. So Caliban, after pushing the mage hand away, slapping at it, you open your eyes a little bit. What?
Can't
Like you're
tell me
high,
nothing.
like you're high, and then you're like, no, this is too good. I need to
Okay.
catch up on my beauty sleep.
All right.
I gave you an extra chance, and you you
Yeah,
squandered it.
It's not my fault. It's the dice.
All right. Now we're moving on to Tom. Tom. Yes. Oh, what? Let's swing that shit again. Uh, he rolls a critical 1. So, so there's you're still in the stream, swinging at Zenari, and as he swings, the rock that he's on, the smooth rock, slips out from underneath him, and he swings in a downward motion, slapping the water and then falling prone. And so that's the position that he's in right now, just like on his face, the water like splashing like splash, 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 like that. And so now it's Kevin. It's your turn. So
Does that mean I have advantage on my next attack?
that's exactly what that means, Kevin.
Fantastic, because I let out just a. I'm so pissed off that my last one didn't kill him that I just want to chop his head off. And I go, squaw! And I hit him. Wow, both 14.
I'm just.
I'm pretty sure that still does it.
It
For
does.
7 more damage.
If both of those were like 9s, I would have just.
I
I would
mean,
have laughed at
the
you.
fact that I rolled with advantage and I rolled a 14 on both, that's so irritating.
That could have been worse. Could have
Could have
missed.
it.
Could have been worse. It could have been worse. You're right. I could have missed. So I do 7 more damage.
all
Tell
right.
me that kills him.
It kills him. Tell me how you finish him off, Kevo.
I take my great axe and I just overhead and I look at his dome and I just lodge it right into the center of his head. And it just makes a thunk sound, and then I put my foot on his head and just pull my battle axe out and like, it is over.
And over it is.
Yeah.
You have successfully completed combat, my friends. Oh, the first combat of this campaign, and you
did it.
you
Huzzah!
huzzah, huzzah, huzzah. All right, so just mark this down for you guys. Go ahead and 300 XP. Just give yourselves that.
Okay.
Okay.
And
Okay.
those the body of those Jackaware are just kind of the blood is flowing down the stream, making what was fairly clear blue water into more of a shade of purple. I guess that's how that works.
I shout over to Lazarus.
Don't think that's how water works.
That's how it works. That's how it's colors. It's art.
I shout over to Lazarus.
Am I still asleep?
Go see if she's
You're
okay.
You're still asleep, John.
and have Lazarus go and crawl over to the young woman who's laying there.
And because I'm right next to her, I go over to check on her as well.
I just dream of.
And just stand on her face.
And now I will walk over to Caliban and check on his situation.
Oh, what happened?
You
Who
passed
are you?
out, man. Are you okay?
Yes, I think so. I had quite the dream. I imagined we were fighting 2 or 3 little jackal creatures of some sort. It was quite strange.
Yeah, you have to have a better breakfast. Well,
This does not look like the inn.
yeah, no, we did fight those things, and 2 of us
Oh.
beat them.
Are you sure it
it was
wasn't
m-
another vision?
No,
Did we
I'm
share
sure.
another
Look,
vision? Are we still in the vision now? I like shake him a little bit. Wake up!
they're, they're they're right there. The dead jackals are right there. We should probably go check on this woman.
Yeah, I'm beside her. Do I? Is she dead?
You asleep too?
Do a medical check. Is that right?
I splish splash.
Medicine,
Medicine.
medicine check.
Medicine.
Medicine check.
Oh, that was with advantage. So a 15.
Oh no, that works. Yeah, I didn't even need you to have you roll. You know a dead thing when you see it.
Meow.
Where you could have rolled a 1 and you've been like, well, I know what breath is, and this person doesn't have it.
You hold her foot up to your ear and you're like, no heartbeat.
Hello, operator.
You dumb bird! She's clearly dead.
It you notice a large gash in her neck with teeth mark, and there's no blood flowing from the wound, so you can see that there's no heartbeat.
I wonder what killed her. Does she have red hair?
She
And does she have a striped dress? Because it looks like she's just naked from the.
well, the jackals have their way. They're not good. They're not good creatures. No,
The jackals had their way. Was
No.
there some interspecies erotica going on?
this is furry stuff happening now.
I don't know if I want to be part of this campaign anymore.
I'm just turning everything into like a sexual fantasy of mine. All right, now it looks like Chelsea.
Okay.
This campaign just got weird.
No.
Man.
If you look at the body, there's although the dress you could tell used to be white, it is now soaked in red blood, and there is in fact a blue stripe on the bottom of the dress.
I think this is Megan.
I believe it was Maggie, but yeah,
Maggie.
it looks like we have some bad news to deliver to Poncho the next time we see him.
Well, you can always hire another secretary, but it is very sad.
Does she have any belongings with her? Does she have anything of
You're going to rob her.
interest?
Yeah. Do an investigation, man. Simple enough. Simple.
14.
All right, yeah. So you kind of just search through her, like, look through her body. I'm trying to describe it in a way that's not like super creepy.
You look through her body.
You ruffle through her clothes and just examine her body fully.
I search for clues.
You search for clues. What you do find is in one of she has there's pockets inside her dress, and inside the pocket there's a note.
Ooh.
So you take that into your possession.
Okay. Can I read the note?
Yeah. Remember when I said that I needed to make a handout for you?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I forgot to give you. I'll make that after this show.
Okay.
But
But I have a note now.
yeah.
What does the note say?
So the note says this, and Travis, if you want to,
Well, you can tell.
Yeah,
him
I'll
and
read
then-
it aloud to the group.
okay, all right. The note says is asking Maggie to spy on Poncho as the other town leaders from Clargo and Sandalville don't trust how he's been handling money.
Well, this is an interesting situation, gentlemen.
But she's dead now.
Well, yeah, she won't be a very good spy, but apparently there were some folks who.
It does not surprise me that Poncho would not handle things well. He did seem a bit, I don't know how you say, incompetent. But it is very interesting.
You said it was
Spirit-
Sandalwood and who else?
Sandalville and Clargo. Those are the names of the towns.
Other two towns.
Yeah.
Can I take a look at the wolf bodies?
Yeah,
People, wolves.
sure. Yeah. Definitely. Do it. Go
Dog
ahead and investigation it.
I just kind of want to look at them bodies. 21.
Okay.
So I find anything interesting, like any signs of, like, is this their natural state, or did something turn them into these creatures, or do they have any belongings?
So they have the swords that they had on,
Mhm.
that they were using, standard kind of swords,
Mhm.
and then there's a each one of them has a pouch of coins, which is worth 5 copper each.
Okay, well, I pick up those coins and pocket them.
All right.
And
And,
did I
and
notice anything else?
as far as your other question,
Mhm.
that would be a different roll if you want to keep pursuing that line.
But they didn't have anything beyond those two items, right?
No. There's
All right,
just
well, then I
that.
want to make like, try to answer those other questions as best as I can.
Okay. Do a Arcana check.
Arcana. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I just trying to get away from the standard. You can't really tell if anything, as far as you know, this is just how these creatures are.
It's very strange to have such creatures like this just show up in a town. What do you two think?
Yeah, again, I mean, Poncho said that some strange things were happening on the north side of town, and the frequency of attacks from strange creatures it's been getting worse over the last year. I think not everything is what it seems to be around here.
Do you think this was a planned attack, or do you think this girl was just unlucky? Is there any
Well,
clues to give sign that does it look like she struggled against them, or
Um, I mean, you look around the area. I mean, you've been there for a few minutes now. You see just kind of like a bucket that is on its side. Uh, would have
so
been filled with water.
off guard or something? She didn't like go here to meet them or something and then get axed.
No, it doesn't look like there was. I mean, it looks like there was a struggle in the sense that she was attacked by something,
Yeah,
but
but it looks like she came here for a different reason and then got attacked.
it looks like she came there to fetch water.
Okay. It looks like she came here to fetch water.
Astute
She-
observation.
Indeed.
Hmm.
But maybe we should ask Poncho about this note. But we also need to go to the jail. We still have these other people are just dying all over the place now.
Yeah, I think this note might give us an upper hand on the situation with Poncho. I'm not sure we should tell him right away.
He would probably be quite distraught by the death of his.
Well, yeah,
woman.
I think we should definitely share the news about Maggie, but her affiliation with Sandalville and Clargo may require a softer touch.
But it might not be something that we should just directly involve ourselves with so soon.
Yeah, I think the immediate action is to press on towards the jail.
Well, we should maybe the immediate action to let him know that
You think after the death of a girl, the immediate action should be to carry on with what we were doing?
Fine, we can go back.
I
Maybe
mean,
She's not going anywhere.
I think this should at least be reported.
we should tell the body gatherers.
Well, yeah, let's go to the jail and report it.
Hmm.
Maybe they would. If we
If
don't
you guys
tell,
want to go talk to Poncho, I'm fine with that. Let's go talk.
if we don't tell someone and they find these bodies just lying here and find some clues that there was other people involved, they might have some questions. I'd rather we just tell them now, and get them off our back.
All right. Yeah, it's be terrible to have something like this on your back. And I look over at Lazarus and I look over at the mage hand and I kind of nod to both of them and they both crawl up onto my back. And then I say, "Let's get going."
Well, you are very demonstrative.
All right. So where are you guys heading back? You're heading back to
The
town hall?
mayor.
Okay. All
The
right.
non-elected mayoral figure.
Poncho's
That is
via.
Poncho.
There's a system of secession in this town. I
In a
explained it.
narco-syndicalist commune. We take it in turn.
Hold on. John, I appreciated that one. Nobody else is gonna appreciate Poncho's villa.
Wow.
All right.
Racist.
Sorry.
All right.
Oh, we're so,
So-
zoomed in.
All right. So you got there's no extra events that happen on your way back to the town hall. You show up. You
No more
walk you walk into the building. You notice an empty reception desk still.
R.I.P.
You
didn't
might have
replace her already?
it's been like 2 hours.
There's
I need a new
there's four
assistant.
girls lined up with their resumes in the lobby.
Perhaps he should notify that there is
Brenda?
a job opening.
Brenda's there. Skimpy outfit. I could be your assistant. She changed her voice too. Okay,
Oh.
so
Don't be gross, Brenda.
you walk in, and Poncho sees you like,
Oh, hello. You're back so soon.
Yes, I'm afraid we got an answer to your question rather quickly.
So you found Maggie?
Parts of her.
I'm afraid we did.
What?
Yeah.
What happened? Where is she? Did she?
She's dead. I am sorry
What?
to say. She
Dead?
was killed.
I kind of open my arms up like non-verbally asking if he needs a hug.
I don't understand. She just went to get some water.
And she tried to get some water, but she got attacked by some sort of beast men, wolf people, dog
Oh.
guys. It's very, and she got cut up pretty bad. Her body's by the stream right now. If you want to send someone to get it.
oh
I-
no.
We had to fight 3 jackal creatures. Just they were in the middle of attacking her. We're lucky we found as much as we did.
I apologize for laughing. I don't normally laugh at these kind of tragedies. I just think the heat might be getting to me.
No, it does get hot. I knew I shouldn't have sent her back down there by herself. It's just with the
Do you-
monsters around.
But do you normally have wolf people around?
I've heard reports from travelers that there have been monsters of their sort further north than this, but never this far
Oh,
close.
What are you doing to protect the people of your town right now?
We
You have
usually
monsters going downstream into the city itself.
we have guards posted.
Well, they
Oh.
did these monsters. They looked like regular people at first, but they transformed.
Yes. I'm not doing enough to protect this town.
Well, that is clear, but
So
what can you do?
You seem to say that you are already aware of monsters lurking about. What sort of reports have you had about these jackal type creatures?
Well, I just know that we've been getting travelers. They come back down and they've been saying that these types of monsters, along with the giant insects, they've just they've been getting further and further down into the south than they've been in the past.
These were certainly not insects.
No, I I I I didn't know that there were dog monsters or jackal monsters or whatever.
Ooh.
But this goes along with the myths and legends.
So you've never seen one of these before. And I cast a minor illusion to just kind of make like a basically like a rough picture of what one of them looks like on his floor.
Do me a favor. Just roll a per not a persuasion. Just roll d20. So,
D20?
yeah.
15?
Okay. All right. That was to gauge the quality of your minor illusion of of remembering this.
Would that
this
be
creature.
performance?
Yeah. Well, do performance then.
17 then. So it's just +2 to performance, and I
Yeah.
just did my roll.
Yeah, you're good. You're good enough. He takes his. How close is this illusion to him?
Well, I mean, it's like it looks kind of like when R2D2 made the image of Princess Leia.
That's
Help me, Obi-Wan. You're my only
Uh,
hope.
he sees the minor illusion of the jackal monster, and he like jerks back a little bit.
Oh, I've never seen anything like that. It really does look like a half man, half jackal.
Yeah, well, there's a couple of dead ones in the stream. You may want to have some folks deal with that.
And did I see what they looked like before they transformed enough to make like a minor illusion of those guys?
You knew. I mean, you knew they looked like kind of men, and you didn't know. I mean, you saw that they dressed just like the other folks in the town.
But I
Nothing
probably
really special about
yeah,
them.
I couldn't make like a face of
No,
what they look like. Okay.
no. For the most part, when you got down there, they were facing away from you.
Okay. So I can't.
You can't
there-
pinpoint.
There's probably not a sketch artist in this town that could.
Right. No, they just what you don't know is that sketch artists they moved because they're like we're not getting enough business here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They went to
makes sense.
Blastoise and then Ketchum Village.
Well, I am sorry that we had to bring bad news to you. But is there any payment for for this for doing this?
Uh,
We just
uh,
rid your town of 2 or 3 beasts and found out what happened to your secretary.
I don't know if this doesn't feel. I loved Maggie as a daughter, and I'm not happy that she's gone. If it's true what you say,
Hmm.
this isn't a time to. This doesn't feel like a time to talk about money.
No, you're right. You're right.
We can send you the bill later, I suppose.
I am curious though. Some of the surrounding towns. How's your relationship? Trade and economically with towns like Sandalville and Clargo. Like everybody seem to work together to make ends meet out in these parts.
Oh,
He like dabs his forehead and in his eyes a little bit. They're a little bit red and watery.
Crying.
No, I didn't say that. I just said red and watery. Look,
Oh,
you
okay.
make your own assumptions about his emotional state. All right. He says about
He's
Monty's
so sad
question.
about
He's like, this I we get along fine. The other towns and I we have our agreements and our arrangements. It's you said it already. It's economic.
Can I check by looking at his face intricately and doing some of my own insight into what his facial features are currently are to see if he's telling the truth?
Can he roll to get a better?
Well,
Yeah.
can I just can I roll insight to basically see if he's being truthful?
I don't want you to roll insight. No, I want you to roll acrobatics.
Okay, that works for me.
All right. You go
Under
like
8.
you go, huh? Ooh, let me see your eyes. Ooh, that's your that's acrobatic.
The random
Uh,
puppy. Already said.
uh, right, you're having difficulty seeing past, judging his facial expressions because he seems to be kind of hit with grief at this point.
Well, we should probably leave you to your grief for now.
Yeah, if you have any more information about what might be going on,
We already have 2 other murders to look into. We kind of probably need to get back to that.
yeah,
Yeah.
if you find us, we'll be around.
Is there anyone else you need us to look for while we're on our way?
No. Just and he turns his back away from you.
I just need some time right now.
I understand. And I give him a little pat on the back.
And he wipes away. He wipes his eyes, and he like touches your hand. And
It gets
slowly.
better. Don't worry. But we gotta go.
Okay, bye.
And then we leave.
And
Or at least I do.
Yeah, I'll leave with him.
And then I want to walk towards the jail.
all right, and he goes back and sits at his desk, and then he laughs maniacally. I got them all. He doesn't do that. He
You
doesn't do
leave
that.
the room before you do that.
Doesn't do that. He doesn't do that at all. All right, so you guys leave the town hall. You start walking towards the jail,
The
right?
jail, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Across
So-
the bridge.
So you cross the bridge that was to the north of just where Maggie was.
Look at where her dead body's still laying.
Yeah, the
Remember
blood's still
that?
flowing.
Remember that guy?
The blood's still flowing down the stream. And so you another 5-minute walk, depending on how fast you're walking, and you get to what looks to be the jailhouse / morgue, and there's a guard there with just a rapier, just a brown like square cloth. I don't even know what that's called. That's like kind of like covering his crotch and just regular armor.
Loincloth?
Yeah. But it has like a coat of arms type
Yeah,
design.
some
He
sort
has
of
an
like
embroidered
tunic
loincloth.
type thing, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Travis.
An
Travis.
embroidered loincloth. Oh god. Fantastic.
Yeah. And so that guy's just standing there. As-
Good day, sir. Name's Montana James. We're looking for the jail. Are we in the right part of town?
Oh, hello. Yes, my name is Phil. Nice to meet you.
Hello,
Wow.
Phil.
Hello.
You have to be the friendliest jailer I have ever met, Phil.
You know, some people, they say, oh, guarding, that's not fun. But me, I like standing around doing things. Guarding things, if you know what I mean.
Well, Phil, I certainly do know what you mean. Who would be the individual in charge around this establishment?
Well, funny you should ask, because that's actually me. I just love guarding. What can I help you
Well,
with?
hats off to you, Phil. We all were over in Escobar's establishment.
Yeah.
Just yesterday when those 2 individuals got into a bit of a fight and ended up killing each other.
Oh, yeah.
when-
I was there. Yeah. I was there that night.
You were there.
Yeah.
What did you see when you were there? because it all happened so fast. It was quite confusing.
Wait, you saw the incident.
I did. I was right there. I was at the same table as those guys. There were a couple of rascals, right?
You heard them before the incident.
Yeah.
You heard them before they attacked each other.
Yes. Yeah, I sure did. Yeah. Why do you ask?
Did they say anything? Do you know why they just killed each other?
Oh, well, I mean these guys were just talking about uh visions and stealing from each other and
They had a vision.
yeah, that's what they said. It was just the craziest damn thing.
Oh, and then they killed each other after they had the vision.
Yeah. They said they had a vision and then they were talking about stealing from each other and then they just started wrestling. And I was like, "Whoa!"
What did
Well-
they steal?
Did they say what they stole?
Well, the one guy, I think his name was Revis. He was like, "Hey, in my vision, I saw you trying to steal from me and trying to kill me." And then the other guy, I think his name was Runghead. He was like, "No, you were stealing from me. You look like death, and you were stealing from me." And I was like, "Whoa, these guys, they are some wacky characters."
Oh, this is very curious.
Revis and Wronghead do sound like quite the characters.
Tell me about it.
Ah.
I know Runghead in grade school.
Did they mention anything about some gems?
Oh, they did. I think that they said Revis was saying like, hey, I found these gems. We found them together, but they're mine. And then Runghead was like, no, they're mine. That's just crazy.
That is crazy.
They never mentioned where they might have found them, did they?
Oh, you know, I was just so caught up in the moment, just listening to these guys just going at it. Now, I mean, if you give me a second, maybe I'll think about it. They said something. Damn it. Diggity damn it.
But you can't remember.
I can't. Because then they just started stabbing each other.
That is quite funny.
And
Did
you-
and the word around town is that the bodies were brought back here for to further examination, I suppose. Was an autopsy performed?
Well, I'm a guard, but I gotta admit, I'm also the mortician here, and I haven't actually started on the autopsy. But once my replacement here, he's supposed to be here any minute now. I'll go back there and start cutting up some stuff to see what I can find.
Do you mind if we take a look? Poncho said that we could.
Whoa. Do persuasion.
14.
Well, I mean, if Poncho says that, that's okay. Yeah. I mean, if you just give me wait like 5-10 more minutes, and my replacement will be here. We'll go back there together.
Well, I mean, we are in somewhat of a hurry. Do you mind if we just go on ahead? Then you can come and join us once your replacement gets here.
I don't feel too comfortable with that, but and he looks around. He looks down one side of the street. Looks
I
down
don't
the other.
Would mind.
He looks down the other side of the street. Doesn't really see anybody. Like,
Just a tumbleweed come by.
yeah. There's not really any guard. There's not really anything to guard here. I mean, there's 2 dead bodies. Who cares? Yeah, come. Let's go. It doesn't matter. My replacement will be here soon enough.
Thank you, friend. You are a good man.
Get out of here.
So do we go in? Do we head
yeah.
inside? Okay.
Yeah. So he takes you inside.
Then when he turns his back to us, we snap his neck.
And as he falls to the ground dead, he's like, yeah, snap that neck.
Everything's going black.
What I deserved.
This is the best.
So all right, so you guys walk into the jailhouse. And it's kind of like when you walk in, there's um just a kind of reception area, and then two doors, one on either side of the room. He takes you over to the door on the left, with a convenient placard above the top that says morgue. He's like, over there. That's the jailhouse. We don't really have anybody in there. Well, we might have put these guys in there, but they're dead.
Seems like a pretty quiet jailhouse. Is crime really that little of an issue around here?
Well, the only people we really ever get slack for, they're drunks, and they everybody comes here. They're in and out of the town. There's no really real reason to keep people here too long.
Have you never thrown any wolf people into the jail? I know that sounds like a strange question, but maybe later on it won't.
That does sound like a strange question. I don't know any wolf people.
Well, let's hope it stays that way.
Yeah, me too. That sounds weird. And so then he takes you into the morgue area. When you walk in that door, there's just a like. Let me switch over to
Oh, another map? Oh.
theater of the mind. Oops.
Gotcha.
There's just a long a hallway. There's doors on either side of the hallway. He's like, I'm gonna go check and make sure Tom Sklom is coming in to replace me. The Revis and Runghand, they're two doors down on the right. You can't miss them.
All right. Well, thank you for your help, Phil.
Yeah, no problem. I'll be right back.
Yes, I'm sure.
As Phil leaves, so we're just kind of in this room. The two bodies are there.
Wait, so you're not in the room yet. You're in the hallway.
Oh, okay, all right.
Are you going into the room?
Yeah, I'll go into the room if.
I will follow.
What about you, John?
I will follow.
Okay.
Carefully.
So Travis, you're in the lead. Kevin, then John. I'll just go. Okay. So you open the door? Is that what I'm?
Yeah, open the door and take a step inside.
All right.
Yes.
Go, John. What do you have?
No, I was just saying we go inside.
Okay. As you open the door and you step inside, the stones that are in each one of your pockets, they start to kind of heat up, and they start to wherever you have, whether in your pocket, whether they're you get a sense that they're reacting to the room that you're walking into. And
Oh, snap.
And as you walk into the room, these bodies of these two guys. Let me need to make these into the GM layer or a map layer. Oops. They're lying on these tables, and I messed that up. Whatever, doesn't matter. Just imagine these bodies were on tables at one point in time.
Mhm.
Yep.
And as they react, these bodies start to move and just kind of like stir a little bit, and you hear a.
Does not appear that they were dead after all.
And they and they kind of lumber off of the table and onto the floor, and they look at you, feeling attracted to something, and that's when making up for last session not having any combat, you roll for initiative.
They're attacking us.
Montana, I think they are attracted to you.
24.
Oh,
10.
24.
I never have my guy selected when I do it.
Rolling for initiative. Rolling for initiative.
Did
Initiative.
that go
Initiative.
into the
Initiative.
turn tracker? Why did it?
Uh,
not?
Put yourself in again and just update your turn for me if you could.
Okay.
I don't know how to do that.
I did 24.
I just hit initiative, right? It should put it in the turn order, or
You-
maybe
you
it's just.
select your character and then hit initiative.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did that.
Yeah.
Now update it
Oh,
with
weird.
your 4.
I did that twice. Yeah, that's fine. Coco, thanks.
Yes.
Computer, thanks.
We're
Oh,
all good.
I'm like so kicked back now. I'm just like in the tiny little corner of my frame on stream.
All right.
I should be a
Fan-
professional.
Fucking tastic. Welcome to Combat Part 2 of Apathetic Enthusiasm Game Night. All right. Caliban.
Cliffhanger. No, I'm just kidding.
Cliff. I'm gonna put this guy right there. All right. So Caliban, you are up. You have 24. You are the first one to go.
So I mean, these guys are clearly not friendly, right?
They are starting to lumber towards you. You don't know if they're friendly or not. You can't really tell. There's lumbering towards you.
I have an idea. I will pull out my hand crossbow, and I'll be like, "Ugh," and I'll shoot at one. But it's not a sneak attack.
Okay.
25.
All right. Which one are you shooting at?
The one to the on the left.
Okay.
Jim.
All right. You hit him for.
Is that which one is that? Is that bunghole or banghole?
I didn't name them. You can pick which one. It doesn't matter. They're
That's
Say
just
it.
the one that's currently on the left. That's the one I'm
Yeah.
shooting.
yeah. All right. So you hit him for 9.
Okay, and I will go ahead and take another shot at the same one with my hand crossbow. 17.
Okay. You hit them for 7. So you hit him for
16,
the 9 and then the 7. What was that? A bonus action? What did you?
Yeah, because I have a crossbow expert. Here, I'll post it. When you use the attack action with a one-handed weapon, you can use a bonus action to attack with a hand crossbow you are holding.
So the crossbow is a one-handed weapon.
Well, the hand crossbow is both a one-handed weapon, and then it also is the bonus action attack, so you can attack twice.
Okay. All right.
And that's my turn.
All right. Okay. No. Okay. You're good. Because you're within 5 feet, but you have expert, so it doesn't disadvantage. All right. Next up, Zanari.
And sensing danger, I let out a battle cry and rage out, "Rah!"
And I kind of flinch a little because I'm right next to him and I wasn't expecting it, so it kind of. Yeah.
It's kind of. Is it
And
like? Ooh.
I moved to this guy's side and I attack him with my great axe. Yep, and I don't think that's gonna do it.
You're so good at this game.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
Yeah. So what this thing is so slow and so lumbering and so unavoidable, and yet you swing and completely miss. And maybe it's because it is so slow that you expected it to be a little bit faster, but yeah.
Is it dark in this room?
No, it's it's in the middle of the day, and there's a window on the south side of the room that's
Okay.
letting in a fair amount of light.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay. And so that is your turn, Kevin.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Next up is either Revis or Runghead. He walks towards. This is Monty, right? This guy.
Yeah, I'm the one closest. Yeah.
All right. All right. And so this monster will.
And you still have your mage armor, right?
Yeah, it's still up.
How long does mage armor last?
8 hours.
Oh, all right. So it's 15.
Yeah, it's 15 is my AC
All
right
right. All right. So he's gonna try to slam you down, and he slaps onto your shoulders, but you feel empowered, and it doesn't actually affect you, and his hands slide off, and they continue on, doing no damage, doing nothing to you.
I feel empowered, like.
Well,
Like,
because
what's
you have
that?
mage armor. You have mage armor. So,
Okay. All right.
So it
Just
does
flavor. Just flavor text.
yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
All right. And so then it's just this guy's turn. He turns over to Zanari, who tried swinging at him, like. He's talking to you, and he rolls a critical 23. Critically hits. And so do you have resistance? Well, you don't have resistance. Well, you do.
I have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, slashing.
Okay. All right. So you take 4 damage, and in the act, he's like, "Rah!" And, like, he slams down on you and happens to grab a couple of your feathers on the way down, and like it slams you down and makes you fall prone. So
Okay.
you are on the ground, prone. You lost 4 damage.
Okay.
Okay, and now it is Monty James's turn.
Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do is kind of sidestep just a little bit in front of this guy.
Okay.
Mostly to give myself a bit of a better angle. And then I pull my hands out and I kind of touch my thumbs together and reach out in front of me and cast Burning Hands.
Oh, had that. Touch yourself too much.
So I'll click on it. Which is a 15-foot cone, so I'm gonna sort of angle it so that it tries to scorch the back of the guy on the eastern side of the room, as well as fully engulfing the guy in front of me.
Excuse me.
All right. So how is that?
So each creature in a 15-foot cone must make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. That's my cone. That's my cone shape.
That's a good cone. And if they pass it, and they take 3d6 fire damage on a failed save and half.
Okay.
Oh, it looks like it already rolled the 3d6.
Is that the 11?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
because it says 3d6.
Because no matter what, like it's not a chance to hit. It hits. They just have to do their save, right?
Yeah, they just have to do a dex save.
Deck save of what is that?
Oh, what is the?
Yeah. What's the save that they have to do?
It should be against my casting.
Stacks. Oh yeah.
So, what do I use? Intelligence. So, is it against? Is it against my base like intelligence score or?
Whatever your
Mm.
Let me look at
Well, on your character sheet, if you go to spells, it should tell you what the spell save DC is at the top. It should be, I think, 10 plus your intelligence bonus.
Spell save DC 14.
Okay, so yeah, 4. So let me just do this.
I'm a new wizard. Airy.
Whop. All right. So on a failed save, what happens to him?
They take half
11
damage.
on a
Oh,
if
yeah.
they pass the save, they'd take 6 damage.
Okay. All right. Gotcha. All right. So. All right. So the one that's closest to you, gets murdered. And so how do you kill it off? What does that look to you like to you?
The remaining sort of soft tissue just kind of erupts in flame, and he falls backward by the force of the flames spewing out from my hand.
All right. That sounds good. Sounds that happens, and it kind of smells nasty in the room now.
Yeah.
All right. And that's
Very
your turn?
chill.
That's your turn.
Yeah.
All
That's it. Is the other guy on fire too, or?
Yeah. I mean, you damaged him as well.
And is there anything else within that cone that is flammable that would have caught fire?
No.
Just the note that tells us what to do next.
Yeah. I had that was the one handout I did create for you guys, and you burned it. So
Dang it.
I deleted it already. All right, Caliban, you're up.
All right, so I will approach this zomboid, and I will I will first cast Boomin' Blade, and then I will strike him with my rapier.
Okay.
25.
You miss. Just kidding. It's impossible. You do in fact hit the zombie, and you hit him so hard, in fact, that you get the killing blow. How do you end this zombie fight?
I take my rapier and I just cut his head off. Just a clean swipe, and his head goes off. It tumbles onto the floor and lands on the unconscious body of Zunari and just kind of softly rolls to a stop on his chest or whatever. However he fell down.
I'm not unconscious.
He knows all this is. He knows all this.
Well, he didn't. He's like on the floor though, so he's prone. It rolls onto his face or his body or whatever, and then it just kind of rolls to a stop.
Oh,
He can do
I have
what?
an advantage with strength saving throws, so I catch the head.
It's not your turn yet.
So it just plops onto his chest.
It's just, all right. Roll a d10.
A D10?
Yeah, Kevin.
You got to get a 15 or above.
8.
You get 8. You son of a bitch. Yeah, even though you're prone, you're
Well,
aware.
he's
enough.
holding his axe.
You're
I
aware-
have 2 hands.
The head comes rolling towards you, in midair, and you manage to catch it one-handed, with like sticking your 2 like talon claws into its eyes.
It's pinchers.
Yeah, and holding it up
I have normal arms.
like Bill Murray in Kingpin, where he's just holding it up. this bowling ball.
His tentacles are able to grab it.
And congratulations, guys. That ends your second bit of combat for the
Yay.
evening.
I like the fact that I'm the only one taking damage.
Well, you're the
Uh,
barbarian.
as the second
Birdbarian.
as
Yeah.
the second zombie falls and the threat seems to be eliminated, I quickly pull the blue stone from my pouch and create about a cube of rain, if you will, that starts to fall from the ceiling and puts out the fire, the flaming zombie. It sort of eliminates a bit of a medieval sprinkler system, if you will.
So you just got us all wet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another zombie shows up. He casts lightning.
No!
Okay, so you do that. The zombies kind of start smoking, and the smoke filters up through the drops of conjured rain.
Okay.
All right.
I get up off the floor, still holding the head, and use it almost like a sock puppet, and go and move its mouth and go. All right, gentlemen, maybe it's time we investigate.
You real quick as an aside. It's not really an aside. You guys also get 200 XP for dispatching of the zombies.
Yeah, baby.
1700.
That's what I got too.
That math is correct.
It
Yep.
appears that the mortician did not quite do his job. These guys weren't even dead.
They certainly seemed rather interested in us, though. Did you guys feel anything funny when we walked in here?
Well, the,
My stone felt very warm.
well,
Was it like painfully hot or just like
it was
noticeably
like
hot?
it was like a hot pocket fresh out of the microwave.
Dude, that's like melt your freaking hands off hot.
Atomic. No, it was you. It felt warm to you, but it wasn't it wasn't painful. It was just a warm, hot sensation to you. It's difficult for me to explain in words.
Like stepping into a hot tub.
You felt heat, but it wasn't painful or hot.
Okay.
Like holding a rock that had been out in the sun for a while.
Yeah, like basking on a rock if you're a lizard.
Come on, give us
That makes
another
sense.
analogy, John.
Lazarus kind of dug it, actually.
Yeah.
No, Lazarus was like, "Oh, this is nice." Oh, um, in about 2 seconds after you dispatch of the zombies, Phil walks in. Hey guys, what? Whoa! What the heck is going on in here?
Just your standard autopsy stuff, Phil. I know you don't do this very often, but
I take the head and I just still holding it. I move it towards Phil to be like, "Oh, what are you looking at?"
Whoa! This isn't like any autopsy I've ever done.
We are not trained morticians.
I'm afraid, Phil, that these two characters were only mostly dead.
Oh, jeez.
And so we had to finish
jeez.
them off.
Well, I mean, what? I don't even. Why'd you have to chop them up like that?
Because they were still alive.
They weren't alive when I brought them in.
Well, how do you know? It appears you were wrong.
As the conversation continues, I cast Unseen Servant, and suddenly an invisible figure starts moving around the room and sort of cleaning things up, sort of repositioning the bodies, trying to put one back up on the table, sort of re-prepping the room for an autopsy.
Whoa! Whoa! What is going on? Yeah, it's
Where
like
is
you
it?
have some kind of invisible helper going on.
That's
Pa-
that's precisely
Polly.
what's happening. It's
Have
Almost
you
like
never
an
seen
unseen
a
servant.
ghost butler?
Who are you gonna call? Ghost butlers.
yes,
Isn't
yes.
his name Phil?
It's a rather useful spell.
Oh yeah, it was
and-
Phil.
It's Phil.
Well,
That's my
I'm
name.
about as good with names as your character is.
Yeah.
Phil, have you ever had any other problems with people not staying dead in this town?
Uh, I. That seems like the weirdest question I've ever heard here. I've never had a problem with people staying dead. This is just the craziest thing to me.
Phil,
Were
you
they
are
were
one
they
exciting
naked?
guy.
Were they naked? Like, are there belongings on them, or were their belongings?
Are
like,
you
put
are you
away?
are you asking Phil or are you
No,
asking?
I'm asking if I can tell if they were naked, or
No, they weren't naked. They had their clothes on.
so they like hadn't been touched really. Like their belongings hadn't been sorted.
Right.
I would like to search the one that's closest to me to see
The
if
one
I
that
find
wasn't
anything
burnt
on him.
to a piece of toast.
Okay.
He wasn't burnt to a crisp, was he?
No,
no,
it hadn't
the-
even been long enough to really.
The one
toast
closest
them.
to Travis was the one that was actually fried up.
Yeah, but I mean, were his clothes like completely destroyed?
The one closest to you, no.
Okay.
Well, I mean, they
Oh,
both
yeah.
got lit on fire.
Yeah, but then Travis put him out. It was only 6 seconds, so it didn't really.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was my point. Is like, even the one closest to Travis, it wasn't completely vaporized.
No, but the
No.
one closest to Travis was murdered by fire. So
So
That one-
his clothes burned because he
It was
died.
mostly maybe.
Yeah, well, I mean,
his-
I'm
from his, like,
investigating the
from
one
his
closest
chest
to me
up, just a
anyway. The
wall
one
of
whose
flame.
head I'm using as a puppet.
all right, well you do an investigation check.
14.
All right. So you strategically go around the burnt parts, kind of like when you're like eating a steak that someone's like, "Oh, I cooked this too long," and you're like, "Oh, let me cut around this," and no, let me get to the stuff that's still rare.
Yeah, next time I'll man the grill.
Yeah, exactly. And you don't see anything of notable interest. But what you do see is just maybe some like cuts, like some cuts from maybe a previous wound.
Like maybe a knife fight in a bar and inn.
Yep, potentially.
Oh, you didn't roll high enough to determine that.
I'm not arguing with John here. So I mean, what am I supposed to tell Poncho here, guys? Zombies
Well,
are a thing, I guess, but
Yeah,
shit.
it seems like a lot of strange things are happening in this town. So
I,
he probably would believe you.
I turn the head back towards him and go and move the mouth again and go. The body's reanimated, and we stop them.
Yeah, you know, you bird people have a strange sense of humor. Ha!
And I move the head up and make it laugh a little bit. And then I close its mouth and make it stare at him real quick.
now I'm just a little scared by this. But you know,
This zombie puppetry thing is kind of creeping me out too.
yeah. Well, hey, can you guys do me a favor? Just go. This is too unbelievable for even me. But like, you go back and tell Poncho what happened here.
Yeah, can I have a little bit more time with this this body? I'd like to just do a little bit more thorough investigation to see if there's any other indicators here that may show what caused this condition.
No, that I mean that's no problem. Just as long as eventually it gets back to Poncho. That's all I'm asking.
I mean, yeah, we can let him know.
Okay, thank you. My replacement still hasn't shown up, so I'm gonna go back out there. Can you guys like at least clean up too once you're done?
Like I literally look at the mop that is being manned by the unseen servant, like that's cleaning up the water, and I look at the mop and I look at Phil and I look back at the mop and I'm like, yeah, we'll make sure it's all clean.
You guys are good people. I have a feeling about this.
Hey, Phil.
Yeah.
Is your replacement normally late?
Well, I just love my job so damn much. I don't really pay attention when people show up or not normally. I don't know. Maybe? I don't know. Well, let me go back and check on him.
Yes.
I didn't
go
answer your
do that.
question, but I'm sorry.
Very dodgy, that Phil
Just-
character.
Be careful. There's been a few people that had gone missing and then turned up dead earlier today.
What?
Well, I'm sure you'll hear about that in the morning paper.
Oh, I hope not. That sounds
Did
bad.
you know Maggie, secretary for
Oh
Poncho?
yeah, Maggie. She was the talk of the town. I love Maggie. She was
Well-
always so funny.
Well, sorry to say, but she's dead.
Ah!
It is
Always
Tragic.
so straightforward, that Caliban. He's
well, there's
She
no
can't-
sugarcoating.
She can't be dead. I just talked to her on Tuesday.
Well, since Tuesday, she
What day is it right now?
It's Saturday.
Well, that is a long time to go without talking to her. So
Well-
I'm sorry to say that she was
Oh.
eaten by some wolf people and left to die.
Wolf people, she gums.
thank
that-
you, Phil. Please, we'll
Yeah,
we must get to this work.
I'm out of here.
I tossed the head to him.
Whoa. Let me do a roll real fast. He it bobbles in his hands like, whoa. And then eventually it settles on it. And then he is like, you bird people, you and your head balls. And he sets it
Yeah,
on a
good old
he
head
sets it on a
balls.
table.
So yeah, I'm gonna do like a real thorough investigation on this other corpse.
Okay.
I'm looking for like if there's any indicating like style of clothing, any like anything that would show where these people are from, like what they may have, been involved with, and like, yeah, I'm not just ruffling around for like coins or anything, but I want to also know if there's
What they had for their last meal.
possibly, yeah.
All right, do an investigation check for me.
Okay. 25.
Damn it! You had to get a high roll. All right, let me make up some extra shit. What you can tell from ruffling through the charred belongings of Zombie 1 and partially charred of Zombie 2, Revis and Runghead, what you can kind of glean is that they were adventurers of some shape or form. Not necessarily locals to Junder's Crossing, but they had been around, and yeah, I mean
Okay.
that's the most that's the most of it.
All right. Probably not from this area.
Yeah, based off what you know from what you've seen so far, who are travelers and who are the staples of the town, that they don't seem like they're staples of the town. They seem like more outsiders.
And they didn't have any personal effects or anything of value either. I mean, while I'm looking.
Uh, No. If they had personal effects, they are gone now after they've gone through bits and pieces of.
Did they have any tattoos or anything like that?
No tattoos. No.
All right.
Any brandings, like from frat
Yeah.
houses or?
Yeah, Apple and Microsoft Surface Pro. No brands or tattoos.
Any magical markings or unusual markings?
Well, you can do an Arcana check for that.
Sure, I'll do an Arcana check.
Arcana.
Arcana.
As you get closer to one of the bodies, it looks like you're closer to the one that Zanari is next to. You kind of there's a reaction with the stone just a little bit, and although you don't see any magical markings, you can tell that this gem stone, whatever it is that you have, is somehow has touched this body.
So if I take out the stone and hold it up to this body, does it react stronger?
It doesn't react stronger. It gives you the same sensation.
Interesting. Okay. Well, I don't know if there's anything else we can really find from these bodies.
Guess we could go report back to Poncho, let him know what we found.
At his villa, yes.
All right.
All right.
Kevin, anything?
Nope.
Okay. All right. So you guys gonna head back over to Poncho's town hallmanship.
Poncho's Villa.
All right. Going to Poncho's villa. Hey.
Oh,
Oh,
jeez, it's so zoomed in now.
Oh God,
Yeah.
why is it so zoomed in? All right. I'll figure out how to. Switch
Don't
that.
worry about this. It's okay.
Tis okay.
Except
Did
for
we
it's tiny unless-
see Phil on our way out?
You did. You're like, oh, you guys got everything you need, huh?
Did his replacement ever show up?
Yeah, he's actually talking to his replacement.
What's his replacement's name?
Oh, I forget. I said what his replacement's name was before. Sklock.
Oh, it was Scrom or
Scrom. Sklom.
Sklom, yeah.
Hey, Sklom. These are the guys I was telling you about.
Hey.
Nice talking to you, Sklom. We're off to Poncho. See you later.
See you later.
All right, see you guys.
Poncho. Man.
You get to the town hall.
I
and
think
there you go,
Sklom may have ate a frog.
Poncho, this has been a heavy day. What time is it now?
It is 9:30.
it's 8:30 still in the morning. No, it's about 4 or 5 in the afternoon.
I gotta tell you, this is not my average day. This has seriously been something.
Real quick, did we say whether it was summer or spring or fall or winter?
I didn't say that. No.
Which would it be? What's the day and month in the year?
You don't know the calendar that's in this world. You just go based off of feel of the day.
What day? What does the season feel like?
It feels like Saturday.
Love Saturday.
What season is it?
Yeah, Saturday season. It's Monday. The seasons go by days of the week.
All right.
What
What
is that to-
time?
I will answer your questions.
What time would the sunset normally be at this time? That's why I'm asking.
Okay. All right. All right.
If a
Well,
carriage left the town with 2 horses going west
Well, I want to
and
know if
another town from the east,
I want to know if it's approaching nightfall or if we still have
it
some hours
starts
of daylight.
it starts setting anywhere from an hour to 2 hours from the time it is now.
Okay, so it's probably approaching summer, maybe not full blown
Yeah.
summer.
The equinox. Yeah.
winter.
Yeah.
Shorter days in the winter.
Oh, so if the sunset's gonna sun in 2 hours, you said about then, that'll be like 7 p.m., right? Because you said it was about 5 p.m. now.
Hello. Welcome back to the town hall. I'm Pancho.
Pancho,
Poncho, you sound
have-
different.
I have a question
I
for you,
always
Pancho.
sound different.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
What time does the sun normally set?
Oh, it depends on what time of day it is.
What time of day is it?
It's almost time for the sun to set.
Do you not have a
What
sundial or a
what
clock?
time does the sunset? It depends on what time of day it is. Pancho, you're delusional. Listen,
I'm just really
we-
tired.
we went to
Wait,
check
we
on those
still-
bodies,
You're
and
grieving still.
they weren't quite dead. I think you might have a zombie problem to add to your jackal problem.
Not
Oh,
quite
God.
dead.
Yeah, we had to fight them off before
Well,
we could perform
your
an autopsy.
your mortician is very either incompetent or you might have an undead problem as well.
No. Phil is the best mortician we've ever had
oh.
here.
Great guy.
That doesn't
great
say
guy.
much.
Can't argue. He's a great guy, but I don't know if he's the best mortician.
Well, maybe the best one you can find in Gender's Crossing.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. But so what next? What next, guys? Maggie's. I don't know what's going on here.
Well, if you're worried about Maggie, you should probably hire a new assistant.
I have some applicants prepared, but that's not. She was so
Too
good.
soon.
She was too good. So
I-
sweet.
Pancho, I
That-
think
That sounded creepy.
I think it might be best, Pancho, if the three of us we head back to the inn,
And
reflect
take a
on-
long rest.
reflect on what we've seen today and come up with a strategy for our next move.
Well, do we have so many hours of daylight left?
Well, I'm rather hungry. We did skip lunch after all.
Well, that is
Poncho
true.
Poncho walks over to a window and he looks out and he's like,
Oh, look, the sun is setting. It must be later than I thought it was, or
Yeah,
the time
really.
of day where sun sets.
Well,
Does that time change often?
so what time does the sun normally set then?
The desert is a strange, strange place.
And you are a strange person.
Wait, how are you looking out through the window to the door that goes into your reception's room? Your receptionist room.
and then Poncho jumps through a window. So he jumps through a stained glass window and just fucking runs as fast as he can.
Tis a silly place.
This is a silly place. indeed.
All right.
All right, well, Escobar probably has rooms for you set up, so hurry on.
Well,
Get out
I
of here.
wonder what our next move is. I guess to go back to the inn and think about this for an hour. And to maybe there's some games to be played at the inn.
I know there is more whiskey, and I could use that just about now.
Yeah, let's
Alright.
head back to the inn.
All right, you guys are heading back to the inn.
We'll take the scenic route.
All right. All right. A little girl walks up to you and says,
Sir,
can I bother you for a copper?
And she walks up to Caliban.
Me?
Sir, can I
What-
bother you for a copper?
What's your name, girl?
Susanna?
Susanna. Interesting. Sure. Here you go. And I take a copper out and I throw it as far as I can.
She looks at you,
Straight check.
and she looks at the copper. She looks at you. She looks at where the copper got thrown. And she's like,
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
and then she runs off. About 5 minutes later, you guys get to the tavern. Here we are, the tavern again. Escobar sees you guys walk in. Oh, and he says, "Oh, hey guys, hey, got your rooms if you want them. I didn't move them, didn't do anything. They're there for you. Just whatever you need, just let me know. I'm here for you."
It has been a crazy day, Escobar.
Caliban, yeah, you're telling me some guy pissed on the floor a few minutes ago.
We fought some
we
zombies
both had
and some
interesting
jackal men.
afternoons. It seems. Escobar, if you wouldn't mind bringing around for me and my companions, I think we'll head down to the far corner of the tavern and reflect on our day for a little
Yes, we have much to discuss.
All right, yeah, you guys
So
got
much
it.
time to discuss it.
Brenda!
And as she walks over, hey, get these guys some drinks. And she's like,
Okay. Oogie boogie 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 booby boobies.
and then she walks off and she
Wow,
she starts prepping your drinks.
that happened.
Okay. Well, it certainly does seem like whatever the threat to the north is, it's continuing to creep further and further into this town. Personally, I'd be interested to head towards the northern limits of town and see what might be causing some of these threats.
Indeed.
Travis, your mic was
It's
getting
starting
real
to
fuzzy just
get
there.
all fuzzy
It's your
wuzzy.
fault.
Oh, it's terrible.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
it's pretty fuzzy right now.
A messenger runs in, and he goes, "Hey, Poncho wanted me to give you guys a message. I'm only going to tell you and not talk to another guy. He sounds like he's had a bit too much to drink. Am I right? Am I right? Am I right?"
You are
He
certainly right.
is a bit fuzzy.
Poncho wanted me to let you know that he heard something over there in Clawgo. They found some kind of ancient ruins or something like that. But Poncho's he's kind of emotional right now. So
Well, what does he think that has to do with us?
Your buddy over there, the drinking habit guy.
Check.
He was asking a little bit about it. So
Oh,
just want to pass that word on. You know, you do with it what you will, but I'm out here. I gotta go make a smoothie.
Good day, Chrissy.
Good day to you.
was that Chrissy or a different messenger?
I'm Brissy.
Good day, Brissy.
Say
And
hello to Chrissy for us.
After he leaves, I talk to Caliban and Montana if he's paying attention and say perhaps the ruins that he spoke of are the ones that we saw in our vision.
Well, that is possible. It is something worth investigating.
Indeed.
Don't you
Oh.
find it strange that
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
yeah,
Yes.
you
Can
sound
you
all
sound
right now.
good
Don't you find it strange that when we went to the mortician, those guys came to life? Seemed like the
I-
gem warmed up at the time too.
I did find that rather odd.
I wonder.
On both accounts.
I wonder. Is it possible that these gems might be somewhat responsible for the problems in this town that have arisen all of a sudden? Maybe related to it at least.
Perhaps they are cursed.
So we should bury them and never deal with this again.
I do not believe that is how curses go away.
Well,
I think we.
What's my personal like feeling about the gem like that I have? Would it
Wha-
be easy for me
Don't you
to?
determine that?
Yeah, that's not my question to answer, man.
Oh, okay. I just don't know if it has any sort of effect on me, like.
Oh.
Or, yeah.
No, I mean, for the three of you, the stone itself doesn't have any kind of mood changing effect on you guys.
Maybe like Gollum.
Yeah.
Like if we threw it away, would we get?
Precious.
Okay.
At
I
least
don't know.
there's one for each of us. It's not just one ring.
You haven't done it, so
All
I
right.
don't know.
Cool.
All right. So, yeah, I mean, you know, Escobar, he brings you drinks, whatever you guys want. And then, yeah, I mean, you guys, we're getting to the tail end of this. So, you know, if you just want to hang out, do whatever you want for a little bit, go to sleep. That's
Is there anything worth looking at inside the inn right now?
so last night you saw somebody with their hand on the table doing the knife
Mhm.
thing.
Mm-hmm.
And tonight you see the same people doing it, but with one less finger.
Can I join them and see if I can do it?
Yeah, sure can.
And I go up to them and kind of put my hand out, pull my dagger out, and attempt to do the little knife thing.
Hey, it's $5 per. It's
Ah.
it's $5.
$5.
5-finger fillet.
It's
Well,
five.
I will show you for free how I do it.
It's 5 silver a bet. You know.
Well, okay. I pull out 5 silver and I throw it down.
Okay. All right. How do I want to do this roll for you? Um. Okay. Do a D.
Is it not a skill roll?
There's no D5.
I mean, I have acrobatics.
Do a D10.
D10.
Just a raw D10.
Yep.
No bonus?
No, man, you get fucking bonus on this.
8.
Okay. Now let me. I'm doing some counts. All right. So so you start doing it, right? You go start going. And you're doing all right, right? Yeah, I get some speed, and people are like, oh, look at this guy! Oh, look at this guy! He has a handle on his dagger, and then as you're going back around you, I'm doing this in slow motion for people watching. He goes, da 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 da. Ow! Fuck! Ah! Fuck! And you don't lop your finger off, but you do definitely accidentally slice your finger a little bit.
Okay.
And you take a point of damage.
Okay.
You're gonna take a long
What
rest.
did he need to roll to have that not happen?
Not an
I-
even number.
Okay, I was
Yeah.
just curious.
But
Yeah.
my dexterity, my nimbleness or familiarity with the knife would have no benefit.
No, this is my game that you're playing. I'm not going based off of your stat rolls.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're the DM.
I eat some dinner and have some drinks and go to bed.
All right. Travis, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'll finish my drink and probably eat whatever leftover shanks are hanging around, and then head off to bed and get. I do want to ask Escobar if he has any books around in the tavern that deal with sort of the history of the village or of the region.
Uh, oh, yay, books, huh? Well, I don't know. I don't know if anybody told you, but we used to have a bunch of books, but then some asshole wizard burned the place down, the library.
Yeah, they can.
Yeah.
That can happen. You don't have a personal collection that you keep
No,
here at the tavern.
no. I'm not an avid reader here. I'm just just a humble tavern owner. But hey, Brenda, come here for a sec. And she comes over, and I move all my characters over so they're all near you. Um,
That's not me. Okay.
yeah. What's going on? Hey, he's asking about any like books about around the region. Do you have any on you? And she's like, um, no, yeah, I wasn't. I have a couple books, but they're not really about the region. They're just kind of just generally about. It's a romance novel. If we're being honest, by this one, I have one that's by Krabbith the Skrill.
Well, not really the type of reading I'm looking at tonight, but
Okay.
thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I'll be headed off to bed now.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, if you want to know some more, it's it's a book called Fire Down Below.
You may want to have that checked.
Hmm. You're you're and she pinches your cheek. She's like, you're funny and cute.
All right, I keep walking. I keep walking. Disengage. I use a disengage action.
Attack of opportunity.
She grabs your butt.
All right, and so you run off. John, what are you doing?
Probably bandaging my finger and then going off the bed.
All right. As you guys are all kind of heading towards the stairs, towards bed, Esquire comes up to you. Just the three of you. I imagine you're all just in sync going up there.
Gives a
He's like,
group hug.
yeah. He's like, and gentlemen, I just want to say thank you so much for what you've done for me. I've heard little bits and pieces about what you're doing, what you've done for the town so far, and I just want to say thank you for the help that you've given us so far. I
What
know
have,
some.
what have we done for the town so far?
I heard something about killing some monsters,
Well,
some cat monsters or something like that. That
they were dog people, but yeah, close
Dags.
enough.
Dags. Oh well, yeah. I don't. I just hearing things, and there was some other kind of monsters that you worked with too.
Man, news
Lots of
gets
stuff.
around this town fast.
Lots of stuff going on, and I just
Uh,
I just
have you
want to
been
say thank you.
have you been talking to Phil after he got off the shift?
Oh man, Phil. You guys know Phil?
Well, he's the mortician. We went to see him.
Ah, Phil is so great. He is a shining light of positivity in this town. He's great.
Sneak attack from the cat.
Cat attacked you. Oh, anyways, I just wanted to pass that word. And if you guys are ever in Junder's Crossing in the future, you are always welcome here.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Indeed, that is a very
And
nice thing to do.
I head to bed.
All right.
Maybe you have breakfast ready for us tomorrow when we get up.
You got it. 9 to 10:30 on the dot,
Well, I'll try.
Good night, Escobar.
depending on the time of day.
Do you provide a wake up service?
I do. It's called knocking on your door.
Well, if I get to where breakfast is not going to be served anymore, can you just give a knock 5 minutes before?
You got it. I'll slide some shanks right under your door.
Well, that has a very different meaning where I am from, but sure enough.
All right. All right. All right. Well, good night, gents.
And
good
is
tidings.
coffee 24 hours a day?
Good night.
Is
Good
coffee
night.
served 24 hours?
It is. It is. It is. I'll send Brenda. Good night.
How long does she work?
He jumps out a window and runs.
Town is pretty strange.
All right. So you guys all go to bed, and that is a good a time as any to start to end this session. But before we do, so you guys got XP for killing uh, finishing the portion of
Hmm.
the dog monster. For the combat, I didn't give this to you earlier, but I wanted to give you 600 XP for talking to Poncho and being done with that. So that should take you to what, 23?
2300, yeah.
Yep. And then you talked to Escobar at the very tail end there, and he gave you his thanks and appreciation for what you've been doing. You made a little bit of a name for yourself in the town, and so as a little bit of a milestone, give yourself a final 400 XP.
Oh, level 4.
And with that in mind, since you are going to sleep, this is the long rest. You'll reset everything and go ahead and level yourself up before the next session.
All right. Cool. Sounds good.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, be level
So
20
next
before we
session
end
we
the
will
point.
have new abilities.
New abilities and no combat to be seen.
Ever
That's
again.
good. And I'm just gonna go ahead and switch my XP because we're about to have a long rest.
Yep. And so that is it. Thank you everyone for watching, which is just me at this point in time, probably. John,
Uh,
Travis, Kevin, thanks, man. Thanks, gents.
Yeah.
I think we'll end the stream here, but I need to go pee and then talk to you guys after the fact just to get some
Okay.
feedback.
So long,
Okay.
everybody. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Anybody that's still in the stream, good night.
Bye.
Good night.
I'm sure you could see me fading pretty
Yeah.
hard for the last 30 minutes.
It's going great. Thanks, guys.